Hello, and welcome to Tales of Temple Tankard. I am Jim, aka Argent Wind, and I'm your dungeon master here for Avress the Shattered World here on the Temple Tankard YouTube channel and Discord servers. The party is here, is still in the Nexus. They have traveled down into the depths of the Grasping Void's domain and faced off against all of the remaining leaders of the Grasping Void's forces. Um, a large size sapphire dragonkin, the amethyst prime and emerald prime beings, along with the emerald assassin, and mm, the most difficult of them all, the lich, the mother of the necroborn, along with a few other stragglers here and there in the fight. In that fight, Sora fell for the first time in the campaign, having fallen to the Lich, casting the power word kill, unable to withstand the onslaught of magic, and spent most of the fight being, dead. Um, However, the rest of the enemies were dispatched one by one until the last stragglers were taken care of. During partway through the fight, some other fighting was able to be heard off to the east of where they were, in some other tunnels. And at one point, a group of four Crystal Guard, Crystal Dragonkin, emerged from those tunnels. Um, and as the fight ended, the Crystal Guard were able to come and use their divine magics to bring Sora back. Um, as you were sort of kind of collecting yourselves and picking yourselves up and kind of looking what to do next, a pulse of black mist and strange energy, otherworldly energy, erupted out from the massive circle in the chamber. And we'll just go there. We can see that. Uh, as it doing so, causing uh, some strange effects. The least of which, uh, most concerning of which is that this acts as a dimensional anchor, and no one can teleport in this area at the moment. Um, and but that's a worry for another time here, as you are trying to figure out what to do next. So, what? Uh, I will say before you spend all your healing potions and spell slots on healing and such, those of you that have it, you will be able to manage to get a short rest in. Just coming up here and I just want you to make sure that um, you aren't expending too many resources on things that you don't need to just yet. And some of these Crystal Guard, the Crystal Dragonkin, are able to do some healing as well. So that will be something you can do here when you're ready for it. But what would you like to do?
We need to find the Lich's flat tree as quickly as we can, and then find this thing and in this forever. Those are the two things on my list. Anything else?
We know where the phylactery is, don't we? It's where the topaz crystals are, you said.
I think so, yeah. I haven't actually looked for it yet. We'll go and look for it then. Okay. The Crystal Guard actually hang back. They will essentially gonna give you guys some space to do what you need to do. They look fairly ragged, a bit underfed and dehydrated, but they're healthy enough. They do seem to have gone through some fighting to get here. They have some minor wounds on them, and they are willing to hold back here for a moment. And um, uh, when you're done, please, we may have need of your assistance in the chambers this way, and kind of pointing back the way they came from.
What's the point now?
What?
The Queen.
And with this, you immediately see a very crestfallen look from all four of them.
Okay.
She gave up her life in order to not become corrupted.
I'm sorry.
It is preferable to falling under the sway of these creatures. So,
Well, if it makes a difference, Jasper is safe.
it's good to hear that. Yes. Um, his his father is still inside. We were only us. We were able to get loose. But he is he will be able to join us as well. Go do what you need to do. We are all right here for now. Things are calm for the moment. One thing it dawns on you all of a sudden as well, because it as that black fog, whatever, rolled out, the call stopped.
Mm-hmm.
It just got quiet. You don't hear it anymore. You don't hear the sounds of it. No words, no voice. It is also stopped as that fog rolled out.
You don't hear me any better?
Yes, you're fine. Yep.
Yes. Yep. You're good.
Because I was talking and nobody, I guess y'all couldn't hear me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But
So what
I was going to say, do you want to go back and maybe help the continue, or you want to try to fight a phylactery defenses?
We definitely need to get rid of the phylactery so that the Lich can't come back.
Well, you, those of you who've done the research already know it takes days to happen. It's only been like minutes since she went down, so it's not something that's going to happen immediately.
Yeah.
I'm still going to look for it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Lucas, as you move in the spot here, I will reveal a little bit more what you can see in that direction. You do so. Oops, that's not what I want. There is a little alcove over here, and you see something. One moment. You see that there is some sort of a stone, almost like a sarcophagus or something like that. Kind of. It isn't actually a sarcophagus. It's just a slab that shape, like a stone slab. And this looks similar to the scry. Yeah, you get a really good look at it there. But yeah, it looks it was a small space there. You definitely feel a dark, nasty presence in that area.
I will ask the Crystal Dragonkin if they're able to heal Sora.
They will be able to do so. Yes, they will do what we can. Yes.
Thank you.
It
I appreciate that.
won't be quite the full, but yes, it provides some healing here. We'll do that in a bit.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to wandering around with next to nothing, that's all. Don't want to be careless.
Looking through that thing, just make sure there's no traps underneath that archway.
Give me a perception check or investigation, whichever is higher for you. I mean, you already went through, so if there are any, then you would have set them off.
Oh well. Yes, that's fine. Well,
Rainbow wants to know if you
20.
need anything on the archway.
Yeah. The archway it's really just a carved stone there. There's no writing on it. There's no etchings on it. It's just a kind of worked stone. There. It's not very fancy. You don't see. You're fairly certain that there aren't any specific traps. There is just that dark presence of magic, however, that those of you more sensitive to can kind of feel it. Let's see. Let me just do some real fast here. Sora, get back 15 hit points to start with.
Okay.
And 21 more. Two of them will cast
21.
cure wounds on you, so you'll get 36 total for now.
Thank you.
Just basically cast. Well, Between the three casters, they managed to do a total of 10d8 between their spell slots they have available to them.
I do appreciate it. Thank you.
Of course, yes. When we will wait here until you are ready. Okay, Lucas, give me an Arcana check. Excellent. So you gaze down at the slab there, and there's just this dark, like just presence of magic on that slab that you're looking at there. It's almost like stained into the stone itself. It's like a blackened mark. It's there. It's has been there for a long, long time. However, with the natural 20 there, and a roll that high, you can see that there's an urn at the head of that little platform there, on a bit of a pedestal that seems to be. It doesn't has. It's kind of the focus of dark magic, and it's sort of there's a presence sort of roiling around and around it currently. You don't see an opening on it. It looks like an urn there, but there's no like the lid on it. It is a urn shaped stone vessel of some kind. So, and it does have a whole ring of dark writing of some kind there, draconic symbols mixed with arcane writings. Um, this would very likely be the phylactery, or it's sealed, or it's containing with the phylactery inside of it.
Check it for traps.
Okay.
You want me to?
I'm with the rolls you guys made here. You're kind of like engaging the whole thing there. There's not like a wire or a pressure plate or anything else like a physical trap, but you think that there's very likely a magical trap of some kind there. If you were to try to move it or do anything to it there, it would likely detonate in some way. It's so Grim. I mean, you can definitely see that there's some sort of etchings on there that would indicate a runic type trap of some kind. You and Lucas together could probably maybe able to do something about that. You haven't done anything specifically with just pure magical trap before.
I don't know, can Grimborg?
No. If he needs help, I'll do whatever I can to do to help him.
Yeah, Grim has the ability to disable magical traps as well. It's just that there's literally no mechanical component at all. It's all magic. So what would you like to do with it?
I'll help. I'll assist. I'll assist him with the magic. I mean, I can do my disabled traps, my thief's tools thing, but
okay,
and let him do his thing.
Okay. Actually, why don't you, Lucas, with your 32 there, identifying it, spotting it there, go ahead and Grim, go ahead and roll your disabled trap with advantage because of Lucas's help with that. See how well you do on this. Okay.
Wow.
Not great.
No.
5 and a 4.
I have a plus 19.
I see that. Yes. Okay. You go to like kind of etch out some of the runes and kind of disable some of the runes in there to kind of disrupt the magic and everything else like that, and you're just not getting the tools in the right spot. It's literally a stone, like a stone urn there, and your tools just are not making a dent where it needs to go. Doesn't set off, but it definitely isn't. It's definitely not disarmed. There is a bit of a pulse of magic from this.
I'll pull back. I'll pull back and take a deep breath and steady my hands, and I'll look at him and see what he wants to do. I'll look at Lucas and see what his lead is.
Just thinking, would reliable talent kick in at that? It is a skill check.
It would be a 29, which is still not quite enough.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. You would, yeah. So it does, yeah, because you can't roll below a 10, basically. So that's what it comes down to. So anything below a 10 counts as a 10. So a 29 is you're very close. Um, you will notice,
You want me to
however,
try? I will try again if he wants me to. But I notice what?
you will notice that as you go to kind of work out there, it is not attached to the little platform it's on. Like it is loose. Um, uh, However, you don't know what moving it would do either. You think that moving it would actually would set it off as well. So until it's disabled there, you're
I
gonna want
will.
to.
What I should have done is I will give Grimvald Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, there you go. Okay, go ahead and roll that check again there. Uh, this time without advantage, but you do have bardic inspiration.
Without advantage.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay.
And bardic inspiration adds how much?
D10.
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 Okay, that will do it. Yes. Um, So you kind of feel your hands are almost going numb from like holding on to this thing so it doesn't fall over while you're trying to etch it there. This the dark energy sort of pulsing into you a little bit there. It kind of you get that pins and needles feeling in your hand there while you're trying to do this, but you manage to carefully etch out one of the runes there, and while there's still a dark magical presence about it, that pulsing energy it has gone away. You're certain, you are 99% certain this trap is disabled. Um,
With a shaky voice, I'll let Lucas know that as I exhale shakily. Oh,
yeah, yeah, like all the hair on your forearm is like standing on end there. You kind of feel the little like ache between your shoulder blades and everything else from
yeah.
the just nasty energy that is moving through this.
Pick it
So
up then.
yeah, so you're able to kind of it is quite heavy. It is a chunk of stone about 2.5 feet tall there. So it's a bit of a lift there to get to pick it up. But it is definitely, and you can still feel that presence inside of it, but it does not cause any. There's no explosion of energy or anything else like that.
I'll put it in my bag of holding.
Okay.
We don't want to destroy it. Can we destroy it? How do we destroy it?
I doubt it's going to be as easy as just hitting it. We could try.
Maybe let's sort of try.
No, I don't think that's a good idea.
I'll give it a shot. I'll eat it.
You don't want to kill it?
No.
It's going to take at least a day plus to reform, so we should be out of here by now, and then we can find somewhere to safely.
I think the Crystal Guard hammer is probably the best thing to use against it. But if
That's
Sarah
what I
doesn't
was
want to do it,
thinking.
then
Not that I don't want to. I'm terrified to.
you're terrified to hit an object to stop
could kill
your
me.
best friend coming back.
Well, she's not my best friend. She's your
Mm.
best friend. I don't want to die again.
It's an object that she'll reform there if it doesn't get destroyed. I thought you would have wanted to destroy it.
Well, I want it destroyed. I don't know if I want to be the one to do it.
If you do not want to hit the thing, I will hit the thing.
Well, I mean,
I've got Shatter if everybody wants to back off and let me cast it.
That also works.
Okay.
Do we have to do it here?
Yeah, we've got at least a day.
What do you want to do with it? Want to take it with you?
Oh, yeah, we're not going to leave it here.
Yeah, this is a place of power. We can put it somewhere where it won't. Where He can't feed off the power. The power in the area.
Nothing
Maybe
happens as you put it in your bag there. It's quiet. I mean, nothing. No energy, no voices, no strangeness. Just other than just that feeling the dark spirit within.
Well, you can try and hit it now if you want, or we can
Mm.
leave it
I
till
mean, you don't know how long it takes to reform it. I mean,
Days.
days. We do know it's
okay,
days.
days. Okay,
Yes.
days. Okay, it took days. It might take a day. It might take, I don't know. What if something happens? What if something happens to us now? And then what? She's just going to turn up in your bag?
Look, all right, listen.
I'd rather just destroy it before
Set it
anything
down.
happens.
Set it
Sora
down.
just died, and like any one of us could die. Any one of us could like just die now, and then that's it.
Is it on the ground?
Okay, I'll put it down out here.
Okay.
Back off. I don't think it's gonna be as easy as just hitting it, but okay, have a go.
Well, I did.
Obviously not.
I
Oh.
swung at it.
You did?
We're not blessed, right?
Not anymore now. It's been too long.
You might want to come over here though.
Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I was busy fixing the stuffs.
Yeah.
All right. So,
This is our face now.
you crack it with the hammer there. It's like hitting solid stone. It just thuds into it there. Nothing. It doesn't break. It doesn't. There is a flash of energy from your hammer there, a radiant energy there, but it doesn't seem to do anything to the stone itself. And as I said, there's no lid that comes off of it you can see. It looks it is the shape of an urn, but it doesn't even give a chip off of it when you hit it with that.
Magic, maybe, might be the answer, guys.
You only rolled a 6.
I know. I have more wax.
It was not a good hit.
I could whack more.
You can try again, sure.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna ask about bless every time.
Yeah,
I'm gonna turn that off.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's a much better hit. It's a solid hit this time. The first time you kind of like get it a little bit when you hit it there. It didn't hit it straight on there. This one hits right on it. And there's the tiniest little chip of stone that comes off of it there. Like it did a little bit, and you gave it a good whack, but it didn't like crack open at least.
You want me to keep hitting it?
This seems to be designed to be very difficult to crack crack the outside of it. As your first one, yeah, you kind of line it. Like again, you hit a little off center there. Second one, you hit dead on center it there. A chip of stone comes off of it. That's about it.
Do we want to try hitting it again and again, or do we want to move on?
No, give it one more. Give me one more shot.
All right, this time I'm gonna use Cloud Strike and throw some Divine Smite into it.
I got the
Oh, never mind. That's a
I
crit.
got the spell.
Okay. All right.
Giant Smite is not on anymore. I apologize, Jim.
No worries. I'm just trying to see. I'm trying to figure out all the dice there total.
Just take off the points for Giant Smite. I think everything else is correct.
Gonna be what, 27? Okay. This one, solid strike there. Flash of energy, and there's a crack that forms across it there. As you do, there is you at first you think nothing happened, and you see this like hairline crack along the edge of it there, and there is just it's just almost like faint black smoke along the crack, kind of outlining it so you see where it is.
Faint black smoke. One more hit? How about this? Ask. We'll hit it together.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah.
I'll come in. I'll help.
Yep. Ready?
Yeah, hold on. I'll help because I'll come in with the Spelljammer javelin, and
Uh-huh.
I'll see what can go with that.
And I'll go in with a force damage.
Okay.
All right. Ready?
Right. Roll
Is
some
this
hits.
with advantage or no?
No, it's just you're just
regular hitting it.
trying to
Yeah.
hit it. Yep. Oh, okay. It didn't come through. So, what did you roll on Beyond? Let me see if I can pull up and see what you rolled. Let me pull up somebody's character and see if it comes up.
I didn't roll good. 13.
Okay.
No, wait,
Again,
that's S.
yeah.
That's me. Yeah, that's me. I rolled a literal like 2.
It didn't show up on D&D Beyond
Oh,
for him. I have my rolls and then I have S's
not
rolls.
being
So
yours.
what do I get? I get a plus 6. So we'll just do this.
And Amethyst coming in behind with the Eldritch Blasts.
Okay, so
19.
19. All right. So,
And that's dispelled. That has a dispel thing to it. I don't know if
they
I
won't do anything in this case.
I
But
didn't think so.
but it is adamantine. You're hitting an object, so it's
Yes.
okay. Amethyst, your first blast kind of hits it and makes it shift a little bit there. The second two definitely hit solidly, putting some more in there. All the attacks come in there, and you're sort of like having difficulty, like finding a good spot to hit it. Hey, Graham, could you go ahead and turn off your, at least for right now, go ahead and turn off the extension because it's not coming. It's not coming across. We'll see if we can do it something later on with it because that way we don't have to keep getting the big boxes showing up. Okay.
Amethyst will just keep casting Eldritch Blast over and over again and getting more and more angry with tears streaming down her face as she does it.
Okay.
Saying that, Ask would back off.
Yep. Eventually, like the pap. Sorry, your last hit. Yeah, 29. Yeah. So you hit it solidly. Esk and Grim, you go to hit it, and Esk it kind of skitters off the thing. You'll get a good solid strike on it there, and then Amethyst blasts it with Eldritch Blast there, and it just starts like skittering like into the corner, like just blam 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 blam, and you just keep like shooting it there. Amethyst, there is, as you keep shooting it, and it just, you hear this low, dry, crackling laughter in your head as you keep hitting it and hitting it and hitting it. It just eventually starts to die down a little bit there, and there's a very faint voice like, "Oh yes, it's so good to see someone living up to their level of hatred." And it finally cracks open, and there's this black mass of you're not sure what you look. It's just this black shadowy lump, and you can't really see what it is initially. Like it's just like black goo, and it kind of rolls out a little like smoke. But you can't see what's inside of that black mass. But it's definitely cracked open at this point. There's just something inside there, coated in black smoke and goo.
Keep going.
Yeah, as we all
It doesn't seem to do anything. It's not at this point. It's not doing much. You're kind of blasting it. You're chipping like more and more shards off the urn, off the container of it there, and it's like blasting stuff there. But the stuff in the middle doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't do anything. It seems to be just kind of passing through it. Maybe.
Did I recognize the voice? Was that the Lech's voice?
Yeah.
I'll keep going. That definitely just keep going and going and going.
You pulverize the vase to nothing. It just shatters. The urn is just completely shatters there. But the little black mass is just sitting there on the floor. amid all the shards of stone all around it.
Is it magical?
Oh yeah.
I'm going to
Do we think it might
say
be
it out loud.
spellable?
It is magical energy of some kind. It is an essence of something. You assume probably essence of a lich, bound up in some material that doesn't seem to be affected by Eldritch Blast. Lucas,
I know
go ahead. Go ahead.
what
What are you
you've
gonna
got.
say?
In radiant, you can hit it with.
I do
I
have
don't want to be.
radiant.
If
The
we're
hammer
carrying
is
on, I don't want to be using any spell slots up.
I'm not using any spell slots up.
No, I'm saying.
I'm asking if
You
she's got any radiant weapons she can hit it
were
with.
talking about dispel magic.
All right. Well, I was talking about.
The crystal guard hammer is radiant.
Okay. So
Right? Has radiant.
as you bring the crystal guard hammer nearby it, the black, the goo smoke blackness kind of retreats a little bit there, and you see what looks to be a chunk of, well, maybe topaz of some kind, but it is just sort of like it sort of looks almost seems to solidify in the radiant energy. Like it wasn't solid until it was bathed in radiant energy. We'll just say that much. Why the magic was just passing through it. It wasn't actually hitting anything physical. Now it's physical with the radiant energy.
Okay, well, I want to officially say that I'm activating that belt and then going to smack it with the crystal guard.
Okay.
Now you activate the belt.
Yeah, you shush.
Okay.
In case the big bad phylactery gets you.
Well, the energy that's on the inside, yes.
Okay. Where is everybody? I can't see. So I'm going to put this here. Amethyst, you were out here. The crystal was inside here. So
They
that's what
brought
like.
it out of here, though, didn't they? They were all out by the archway.
Oh, it's there. That's where I dropped.
Yeah, it was right here in the middle. Yeah, but
All right.
where's everyone going here?
I misunderstood. I thought they brought it to the archway.
Yes.
No.
That's
Okay.
why I came out of the archway. But yes, I'm standing right here.
Okay.
I was here. I
backed out of that.
Okay. So
I was here. Then we hit it, and after I hit it with the javelin, I went inside to where the sarcophagus is.
okay. Yes. So we'll just say it's basically up against this crystal right here is where it's at. So since we didn't go off the edge there, you just kind of smashed it into this little corner right here. So
do you want me to be right there?
Sure. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. So, and with this, are you standing by nearby, or what's happening here? Would you walk out?
I'll go where I can see it, but I would have been just blasting it and blasting it and blasting it. So.
Okay. All right. So you slam the hammer down into there, and there is this shriek. You just hear this massive shriek, and there's a pulse of necrotic energy that just shoots out there, hitting you, and I believe hitting Amethyst. Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throws.
Okay. Con save. That's
with advantage for me.
Sure.
22.
Okay, 22. So it rolls over you. You don't take any damage, but you feel this freak in your head and this dark, cold energy sweeping over you, and just feel a moment of weakness, and completely messed up, muddled thoughts for a moment there, and then shake your head and push it away. You would have been stunned at a level of exhaustion, but you managed to pass.
I'm pretty conny.
Yep. So, as you look down there's a smoking, shattered crystal that's there, and you realize it's actually the crystal looks to be in the shape of, well, it's shattered now, but as the light was coming down there, you saw it was the shape of a heart.
Oh, that's sad.
How romantic.
Her heart. She tore it out
Oh,
and put it in a
that
plastic
kind of
bag.
heart.
Yeah,
Okay.
like
Okay.
not a romantic
Gross.
heart. I mean, like the physical heart.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Gross.
As in the monster that she is ripped out her own. Yes.
Yeah, and put it in, and put it inside of a almost unbreakable urn. And with that,
Mhm.
the black energy kind of fades out there. And as you're standing here, these crystals all around, they're all sort of like shot through with veins of black and just sort of like the vein, the dark, the black just kind of like slowly like seeps down, kind of almost pooling across the floor and then fading away to nothingness, leaving behind bright yellow crystals.
Now that that's taken care of, I'm going to drink a potion.
Save your potions.
You're gonna get a short rest.
Taking
Oh,
a short
right,
rest.
right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sorry, guys. These camera issues.
Yeah, I know you were busy. Okay, I know.
Okay.
We did take a short rest.
No,
We're
you're
going to.
going to.
Not yet.
Yes.
Oh,
Going to.
So
okay.
I'm just telling you not to take the potions because you're going to get a short rest in. Yeah.
I do want to look in this. What's happening?
It is just the circle is. There is just this like kind of slowly moving. It's almost like smoke, but there's no floor there any longer. Like there's no. This was kind of a raised stone there with this odd looking faded pattern to it there. Now it is just a black bit. It looks like black smoke. It's kind of like wafting out a little bit there. There's a little bit of a black haze across the floor everywhere you look around you now. But there doesn't seem to be any solid ground there at this point that you can see. Look as you move over there, the ones over here, they're kind of tending to each other essentially at this point there, making sure none of them are wounded too badly. They all look to be in pretty good shape at this point. They're sort of kind of regrouping and kind of looking around as you approach.
Uh,
Are you are all healthy for a moment? There is there are the bodies of the ones that of the guards and the few others that came our direction back this way. But I believe down here are I believe that's where the children are.
Out of curiosity, speaking of kids, like down here in the Emerald, is there any eggs? In the,
Nope. There are no eggs
good.
down here at all.
Okay.
Yep, you do not see any signs of eggs or anything else like that. Yep, it is just essentially a place. There's no seating area. It's just the circles essentially.
I'm gonna ask them where they came from.
The necroborn. It kind of points off in the direction there. Like it points to the dead one over here on the ground there. They came in to our chambers, burrowing creatures with them. They broke in and overpowered us, taking everyone they could. Most of our, the six Crystal Guard, they were all in the mausoleum, doing their duty, and we were off duty here. And unfortunately, we were not armed and armored enough to fend them off, and they overpowered us and took us away. took everyone they could. They did kill some, but they brought the bodies with them. Left nothing behind. I'm glad you said that Jasper is all right. He is the only child among us at this time. We have to keep our numbers small based on our resources, and we try not to. We also are vulnerable. We were vulnerable to the call, and so we had to make sure that anyone of our kind could withstand it and resist it. And Jasper was the only one that could at the time.
Isn't Ageros being cared for?
It is good. We will look forward to seeing him again soon, hopefully. One thing, as you're kind of walking back and forth here, I just want to bring a couple things on the Emerald guys here. The Prime here, the one that was sent at one point there, has a very elaborate, large green scale kind of set in the middle of their armor. They're wearing this they're sort of wearing almost like a chitinous hide chitin and hide armor. Very interesting looking armor there. It's equivalent of leather or of studded leather there, but this large green scale set in the center of it there, it does give off magic. It is obviously like something there, and the assassin one here was firing a very interesting looking uh bow that is obviously magical as well. It is made of an odd material. It is literally like Grim, if you're looking at it there, it's almost as if it's some sort of a well, it almost looks to be made of emerald. The bow itself does, with this strange looking fine metallic string. It is a short bow, but
Mithril?
huh?
Mithril string?
Doesn't mean mithril. It doesn't seem to be. It's hard to say what it is exactly, but it's definitely enchanted of some kind. There, it is metallic and enchanted in some way. But
Okay.
examining you realize that you're looking at. It's almost like someone took emerald and smashed it flat and rolled it, and fitted pieces together to form the limbs of the bow.
Okay. Almost like the bone sinew bows of the Mongols. They
Yep.
was segmented.
Yep.
Okay. But it's crystal.
Yep. It is.
Anything around the sarcophagus while I was back in there?
No, nothing of note there. It was just a place to arise.
All right. It's not like the sarcophagus had a lid on it, correct?
No, it was more like a stone slab in the shape of a sarcophagus. It wasn't hollow.
Anything on Big Blue up here?
Big Blue. Oh, over there. He had an axe and a shield. The axe is probably a little bit bigger than you are. It's the size for a large person there. It would be a full on great axe to you, a battle axe to someone who's medium sized. Actually, it'd be a great axe to them too. It's a very big. It is a heavy weapon, so it is a great axe. He wielded it like a battle axe. It does seem to be magical. By look of it, there is giving off a bit of an interesting rumbling pulse of sound. It's there. The shield just seems to be a finely made metallic shield. Bit of a bluish sheen to it, but nothing odd about that exactly. And that's it for him. Just out of view over here, now that you're over here, kind of over here, out of view, you're gonna see the body of the emerald that ran off and the sapphire that flew off this direction. And the sapphire did have a very very cool looking longbow. This guy did not have any. Well, he was just punching and using magic, so he does not have anything specific there. He is large sized and just spines of amethyst crystal sticking out of him everywhere. But no, he wasn't even wearing armor.
Any arrows with that bow?
No.
Are the bodies here?
Which ones?
I'm asking the crystals. The bodies are actually here, right? Not in this part here, but like next door.
Oh, they're off the side there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. As you spend some time, there will be a couple more stragglers kind of moving out. Just a couple extra guys just kind of wandering up there. As you go over to the bodies that are over there, you will see one of them. You will, as you get closer there, you will see one of the Crystal Guard, or the Crystal Dragonkin, not the Crystal Guard. Crystal Dragonkin just sort of like on there, just kind of looking him over, making sure he's dead, making sure that there's nothing out there. Thank you for helping us. Thank you very much. This one looks a little weaker than the ones out here, and definitely worse for wear.
That's would bow, and it is a little bit speechless, sitting in front of these myths.
Grim and Lucas, as you're down there, heading down that way, you will a little ways off the map there. I don't have this drawn out here, but I'll describe this one here. You will enter into a chamber that is. It has a lot of stone, like stalagmites. They're sort of worn off on the top there, but they're like cut off there, and there's just signs of a lot of rough. There's a lot of scratches on the platforms and like little stones that are that are all over, kind of all over there. But what you'll notice as you step into that chamber, sort of standing on the edges of the chamber, are about roughly a dozen kids, young Dragonkin, and they're all just standing there, stock still, looking at the ground. Like they're just sort of like, and they're just as if they were just shut off.
It's like the basement.
I'll walk up to them and look in their eye.
There's you sort of look at they don't really recognize your presence. They're just sort of like looking down at the ground there. If you kind of get in their field of view, you'll see they'll blink. They're breathing, but they're just standing there looking at the ground.
Are they all different Dragonkin, or they all...
these are so you'll see that these are all there are a few amethyst. So of the 12, there are 3 amethyst, 2 emerald, and 2 emerald, 5, and 7 of other of metallic colors. Grim, you don't see their eyes are not black. They're just sort of like just not. As if they've just been shut off. If you kind of move them, they'll kind of shuffle along for the moment there. But at least for right now, it's almost like they're in shock, or they're just not responding.
Okay.
Or something's controlling them and isn't giving them instructions.
Or they've been cast a spell and they're just standing there for somebody cast a spell on them to control them.
Lucas, as you're looking there, it's almost the opposite. It's whatever controlling them stopped controlling them.
Yeah.
There was influence in telling them what to do, or or guiding them just stopped doing it. And now they're just like standing still with no orders, no initiative, no like they're just sort of, for the moment at least, just staring at the ground. You will see there are two passageways off of that chamber, where the kids are. One to the north, one a little off to the south, essentially. And Sora and Esk, as you move into the space beyond there, you will see obviously the bodies in the ground, and you'll see a couple more inside there that are not well armed. But you will see a large room with little alcoves in it, and the alcoves have like shackles or a couple of them are a little bit larger and have bars across, like almost like a portcullis kind of thing that kind of lowered in place there. You will see the ones. There's a couple other. There are two metallic Dragonkin in the one with the portcullis. One of them bronze, one of them copper. And they're just sort of they see you and they sort of weakly look up at you like they're obviously not well fed, not anything else that. They're just sort of sitting there, just sort of like looking up at you weakly.
Now, where is this at?
This is up here. So this is we're asking
This
Sora.
is the room. This is the room that
Okay.
Ask and Sora are kind of walking
Okay.
around. Yeah, looking in.
Um, so, there are two bodies of a crystal dragonkin in here. One of them is just horribly mangled, just pulverized, and its limbs kind of twisted in the wrong directions. Like kind of it just messed up, like something just pulverized it. And the other one you can see has like 3 like large arrows sticking out of his chest. Both
Large arrows.
Are they breathing?
no, they're
No.
they're definitely gone.
They're gone.
Yeah. The large arrows obviously match the bow from the guy that was shooting at you. The sapphire dragonkin, the big bow that was shooting at you, Grim. He flew off this direction. There was a chamber. There's a passageway going off of that, and heads south. In the chamber, and those two chambers meet up. From so Lucas and Grim, Esk and Sora, you kind of meet in a chamber in the middle, and what you see there is fairly small, roughly maybe 10, 15 feet, rough, kind of squarish. There are 1, 2, 3. There are 4 alcoves. And in each of those alcoves, you will see a dragonkin. 1 amethyst, 1 topaz, one emerald, and 1
Crystal.
no, not crystal. The 4 that were here. Sapphire. Sapphire is the last one.
Sapphire.
Yeah. And in those alcoves, they're obviously all females. They are just sort of similar to how the one in the Violet Throne was situated. They are kind of situated in the same way. However, they are all also just blankly staring ahead.
Their eyes black.
Oh, these guys are corrupted horribly. You can see that there's no doubting that these guys are corrupted. There is a fifth hollowed out alcove that is empty.
We'll just end it.
That one was obviously carved out recently, and there's nothing in
Yeah.
it. They are, and you'll see that, Lucas. You insight there. They're all. Their eyes are wide. Their mouths are open. They are obviously. It looks like it looks like they're screaming, but no, there's no sound. Their mouths are open. Their eyes are wide, but there's no sound. They're all four alive.
Not anymore.
Dispatch them.
Yeah.
I say in a
Yeah.
question as I'm looking at them.
They
Yeah.
they don't resist you. They just go.
Well, I'll do mine. I'll do the amethyst one, I guess.
Yeah, I'll finish off the others.
Better off this way.
Yeah, they don't resist. They literally are just completely. It's almost like they essentially just shut off in mid scream, and they're just kind of frozen that way.
S feels sick.
It's not pleasant, I know. There's no belongings on them. You will note, because you've seen a number of these, the amethyst one looks younger than the rest. I mean, not young, not like a kid or anything like that. But I mean, obviously, the others are all obviously much more advanced in age, and showing signs of having been in this spot for a while.
Almost
None of them are
like the one purple one was.
Yeah,
Her
that,
spot.
yeah, like that one was much larger, and like she had been there for quite a while. These obviously were younger and or less.
These were the replacements. That's what these were.
Or yeah, the purple one definitely is a replacement. That's why she definitely looks younger. The rest are all older, but not quite as old as the one that was in the Violet Throne. The chamber to the south. When you move down to there, you will see there are, as you step into that space, there is a hole, a large circular hole in the middle of the room, and pedestals all around that hole. The hole is empty. I think somewhere along the way you guys had a vision of this. Was it Amethyst? You saw a vision of this in one of their minds. You're not there currently with them, but Amethyst described it there. This would be this is the area that the person that they read their minds of was called the cradle. The pedestals were where they place eggs, and there'd be a pool of void in the middle. The void pool is empty, and the pedestals are empty as well at the moment. There is one more Dragonkin, this one being Emerald. Very old and bent over looking. Kind of standing off to the side there. They sort of like look up at you weakly as you step into the room. And like sort of try to raise a hand a little bit, but it kind of falls limp to their side. And just as softly, you have destroyed it all. The master has removed his blessing, and he sort of like points with a shaky hand to the pool. No more. You should all be taken and fed to those that devour, those that take it all. You shouldn't be here. You
Just
ruined everything. And
in the
there's
middle
a
of
very
that scimitar out.
yeah,
And just
there's a weak sort of like psychic pulse that just gives you kind of a bit of a headache, not enough to damage you, but sort of like but yeah, it's just one strike and he's down.
yeah.
There's uh everything here from this point is quiet. The emerald, the crystal dragonkin will kind of take care of the ones that they have. Um, uh, they'll actually retrieve the bodies, kind of look over the bodies of their other fallen ones there, and sort of keep them, just take care of them for the moment there. Kind of remove the arrows from the one, kind of ha- put the other one in more of a restful position there, and who's ever standing by nearby is like, we will care for them. We should be able to bring them back. It is important that we do so. And you see the one with the twisted limbs, one that wasn't shot. The other one there is definitely a female dragonkin. It's important to bring them with us when we go. I don't know how we can leave just yet, but it is good to know that that the call has gone and all of the others, the corrupted ones, are dispatched.
Okay.
If some of you need to rest. We can watch over you, um, ensure and help you heal. Whatever we can do to aid, we can do so. Please, um, whichever place you find easiest to rest, we will watch over. And how much are people damaged at this point?
I'm 30 down.
Okay, go ahead and make your short rest. Use however many hit dice you want to regain hit points. Um, if there's anything during the short rest you want to unattune and reattune to something else, you can definitely do so.
That's back up to max.
That's fine.
Die. Is there a way to do that on Roll20 or in D&D Beyond?
I think so. When you
Yes.
there's
So
a short rest button.
Short rest
Button.
button. Yeah.
You click the short rest button. You're able to click the hit die on there.
Yep. So yeah, go ahead and then see. We'll see where everyone's at there after you're done with your short rest, and then
Oh,
yeah,
that didn't do what I wanted it to do.
no worries.
It takes us back up to our new hit point maximum, right? That's 24 hours.
Yes, that's 24 hours. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Hero's Feast is still active for you all. Even you, Zora.
Why is it only rolling one? Even me.
It rolls one at a time. Only things like that go away when you die, but okay.
No, it raises the maximum, doesn't it? For the
Yep.
duration.
Yep. The crystal dragonkin will they seem to become more and more desperate, agitated, back and forth. There's obviously whatever was happening with you and others on the surface, they were trying to stop it, trying to gather their forces and fight back. The leaders were shouting and yelling. We could hear that much at least. And you'll notice that, Amethyst, while you were kind of out here with them, they were all looking very uneasily over at the big black pit now. Kind of like not like shying away from it, trying to staying out of view of it, essentially, sort of not like as they would look at it, they kind of move back out of the way and um, kind of uh, just move away from it there. When that, I think, is where their leader must be. He is, I don't know. It is a dark and horrible place, obviously. And the call was strongest, but now it's quiet.
Any clue how deep that goes?
We only saw it briefly when we were taking inside, and it wasn't like that, so I don't know. One of the other ones that it's obviously actually one that actually used Revivify on Sora. I think this is more of a dimensional portal or some sort of a passageway through space. What I see there now is not a hole, but more of a rift. I'm sure it will take. It will lead to wherever their master is. The thing they call their master. They
That's where we're
spoke
going
a
next.
lot. What of the guard? What happened to them? They guard the mausoleum.
The Topaz Dragonkin basically took over there and brought all of the bodies back as zombies, undead.
Seeing the armor and weapons on, kind of points over to where Sora is, on her. You realize something must have happened.
That was given to her by the one that was in charge of the key.
Ring.
He gave it to us to go and dispatch the dragon that they'd brought back.
They turned guide.
We all gained a little bit of a boon from him and freeing him from.
Ask will pull out the necklace.
The tooth.
And, yeah.
Yes, I see. So, guide cannot be corrupted further. That is good. We watched over him for generations, as long as we can remember.
Something burrowed in there and got him. Sorry.
Same burrowing things that came to us, I'm sure. Well, I'm glad you were able to survive the encounter with him and put him to rest. It is, it is horribly evil and awful. Don't know.
It is.
And then the other ones will speak up and I don't think we can really call this exactly evil. It is beyond that. It is alien to us. This is just what it is. This thing, this whatever, it corrupts and takes, but it is not doing so out of malice. It is nature.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be here. Whatever it is, it should not be here.
Hey,
No doubt about that. It is wrong. Is there anyone else who's still down hit points?
well, I did the short rest and it didn't give me anything.
You're supposed to
Did
use, if you click the short rest, there's
Uh-huh.
a thing, a little button near the bottom that says roll hit die. Choose how many hit die you want to roll, or you can just do one at a time. I just keep clicking that short rest. And then afterwards, you click the short rest. You have to click the short rest button twice because it asks you if you want
don't have
to.
to.
You
If
have
you
to
hit
confirm it.
If you hit the short rest button, Grimbar, right below it, it'll say like 3d10 plus 9. If you
Or
click
3d8
that,
plus whatever.
or 3d8, you just click that.
Mine is 1d8 plus
Yep.
3, but I did that. I clicked how many I wanted to do, but
Did you hit that button then when it showed
yeah,
up?
it says take short rest, and then I hit confirm. Yes.
No.
You
If
have to
you
roll
hit
the
the
hit
button
die
that says
first.
1d8, if you hit that button,
Then confirm.
you
Yeah.
don't even
Yes.
have to confirm. You just hit that button
Well,
and it'll do it.
I can hit it up to 14 times, and I clicked it 6 times, and I hit take short rest.
No, you have to
And
click the roll hit die, the button first. So you click
I
the,
don't
how
have
many
a,
boxes?
I don't have a roll hit die. I
Hmm.
have 14 boxes. I click 6 boxes, and then it says take short rest.
Is there no dice on there to roll the hit die after you?
Let me try. So you want to roll six of them? You said.
Yeah, hold on there. Here we
There,
go.
I just did it for you. There, you're back.
Yeah.
You're back to full. Yep.
Yeah,
You're
see,
all
I
set.
did this. I did this here,
I
and then I clicked it, right? And then I
don't
click it, and then
don't show your stream there. We're you just broke the camera.
oh, sorry.
Okay. Yeah, it's you're all set now. Yeah, yep.
Weird.
There you go. Perfect. Okay. Yep. You had to basically it puts a 68 plus 15. Click on that and it rolls the dice. So it did it.
Okay.
So you're back to full. So and you used 6 of them. So right. So is anyone else? Yes.
I'm okay.
And you're all set. Okay.
Back up to full.
Anything else? Get back on a short rest. Go ahead. Make sure that's set up as well.
All my keys back.
Is there anything you want to change out in terms of attuned items?
Yes, I am
Yes.
going to change out my flame tongue for my mace of disruption.
Okay. While you had time there, since you have time, Lucas, there, you didn't take any damage, almost no damage. The bow that the assassin had, the weird one, the emerald looking bow there,
Yeah.
which is a straight up +3 bow, +3 short bow. However, it does D8 instead of D. Sorry, it does longbow damage instead of short bow damage. So it does the damage of a longbow, but it has the size and range of a short bow. And then the longbow that the sapphire one had is a thundering longbow that basically does 2d8 thunder damage with each shot.
Sorry, you want that one?
And doesn't require ammo.
A short bow?
No, the longbow.
Thundering longbow.
Thundering longbow.
I
Very
don't
cool.
know what I would do with a longbow.
You shoot
Oh.
it. You're proficient in it.
Fire
Shoot
it
it.
at people.
You
Yeah.
have proficiency in it.
I mean, I get.
You're
Okay.
the only one on the team that can use it. So
Sure.
Yeah.
Then I guess I am wearing it.
Okay.
What's
So
it called?
you can add it to your inventory. There's thundering longbow. There's an item for it.
do you guys hear the giggling baby?
Yeah.
That
Oh,
giggle, man.
Loud, kiddo. Yep.
He is legit crying. He's crying and he's laughing so hard. Does anyone want the +3 short bow? If not, I'll thought out of my thing.
Does not require any ammunition, you said?
Correct.
Yep.
What is the short bow again?
+3.
It's +3 short
So,
bow.
Yeah.
nah. I've got my bow. I'm not gonna be greedy. You can have it.
Okay. The last thing is that scale. The scale that the Emerald Prime was wearing there appears to be an emerald, a large emerald dragon scale, about yay big. And
We're losing Jim.
nope,
Mm-mm.
No, we're not.
no, I'm here. I'm here. So it tended to be a very large, scale-shaped piece of emerald that is it requires 2 minutes by any spellcaster, but any damaging spell you can add D8 psychic damage to.
Sounds like an amethyst.
So if the spell does damage, you can add D8 to it. D8 psychic.
Does amethyst not want it?
Oh, I mean this.
I mean, you know.
I will point out it's the each damage roll.
Oh no.
Not-
Jim, I did unattune from the Peridat wound closure, but I'm wearing it
Okay. So
to
yeah.
attune to the thunder longbow.
Cool. Okay. All right.
Also, so you'll know, I unattuned my bow. Was it my bow? Let me look.
Dragon Wing.
What is the scale called?
Scale of the Master.
Nice.
Actually, I unattuned the my shielding and attuned it to the violet bracer of
Cool.
force. I want to
Nice.
see what that does.
Okay. All right.
I use my bow too much to unattune to that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So, this is your chance to have conversations and such, so maybe it's now the time to have some of those.
I'm going to walk over to Sora and push the letter into her chest so she can take it back. And then just turn around and walk back away from her. And go,
Is that what just a proof?
yeah,
Okay.
for now.
Esk.
Okay, guys.
While that's happening, Esk is actually just going to go throw up over the side of the railing.
Okay. Jeez.
Too much stress.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She's so embarrassed. She says, "Turn it off. I don't want them to see me."
All right. All right.
I feel like if I say anything to Sora, I'm just going to start yelling at her because all these things are just whooshing around in my head. Like, I'm going to tell your mum, I'm going to tell your grandmother, I'm going to tell your boyfriend, everybody who's ever met you, I'm going to tell them what happened here today. Every single person. Tantra's going to love it.
No, I don't really care.
Yeah, you do.
I think she's been through enough. I think you need to leave her alone. But that's just
No.
me.
I think you need to show
No.
your face.
You didn't.
No.
She did.
I kind of deserve it.
No.
Kind of.
Yep. That's all I'm going through is kind of. I'm not giving you any more than that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No. I'm glad you're not dead. She needs to be left alone.
Your brother, your sister-in-law, your baby nephew.
No,
Everyone.
you can't tell Sarah.
I can't what?
You can't tell her. Mm-mm.
Who?
Sarah.
I'll introduce your girlfriend to a nice male bear if you don't leave her alone.
I can't tell Sirith. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
She's going to be the first now.
No, of all the people, no, not her first. You could tell her after you tell my brother.
I think I'll decide who I'm going to tell and when and which order. Anyway, we've got a job to do.
Is there anything else we need to do in here?
Scream into the
Well,
void.
Well,
before we head off, I'm going to spend 10 minutes
It was
firing everyone again.
It was the purple. It was the purple crystals that we sold that had the power in them, right?
Yes.
How many hit
I'm gonna
points
go
is that,
get.
please, Lucas?
I'm gonna
20.
go get a.
20.
Thank you. 20 temporary hit points for everybody, if you missed that.
that I
The
didn't miss.
The crystals here are not infused with the same power exactly like the ones before. They're definitely kind of glowing, definitely showing signs of energy. They're definitely valuable, but they're not like the pulsating like um, uh, energy that the ones that the Violet Throne had. Um,
Or any of the other ones?
Not in this pace. No, this one seems to be centered around the circles and at least partially. And after taking a short rest here, you realize that a lot of the energy here, these crystals are being used to power essentially the circles themselves, and a lot of energy is being siphoned back toward the middle as well. So there's almost like this because when you close your eyes, amethyst too, you shooting the magical energy in the area there. There's almost this slow moving vortex of magical energy that all kind of gets drawn in. It's not violent. It's not it's just a slow pull of energy toward the middle, where this portal is here.
So, refresh my memory, Jim, or maybe I just didn't hear you say it. The little circles like this one here,
like
is
which
it
one where?
the gold one or the yellow one, the topaz?
Yeah. Mhm.
Are they pulsating? Are they active? Are they like the ones we've seen
The
before?
only one active is the blue one. That's the one you came through.
Okay.
The purple and green are still kind of glowing. They're not. They're just sort of like they're not pulsating energy like the blue one is. The yellow one is black. Is actually dark.
Can I explain it to Sora?
Yeah.
The one that we came through was the active one, and that's still glowing. The other two that are still glowing a little bit, but not like active, are the two that we cleansed, and the topaz one is the one that we destroyed on the other
Okay.
side. So they
You
would
did
all
say
have
that.
come here. They would have all come here to this hub. But obviously we've cleansed and destroyed some of them. So
Yep.
the sapphire one at the moment is the only one that's still active that we can see.
Yep. And Lucas, now that you're in here, you realize that you potentially could reactivate the blue and purple. You could essentially reconnect them since you're here. There is still a faint connection to where they went to before, but it's not enough to actually to actually move along there. The energy is still there, but it's not the connection is not fully there. You could, with some time, energy, and focus, reconnect them.
Would we
So-
control it then?
Does that then become a teleportation circle that you can then move between places, or is that just do you not need to cast a spell to use that?
You could essentially move from this one to the other one, back and forth, not to anywhere else.
Okay, but
So
if
yes,
you if you leave them open, then you can hop from one
Mhm.
place in Drakol through here, and then through the next place and go back to. So from the
this
purple
this
one
one
to
would go to
the
the
blue one or
this one would
whatever.
go to the green one would go to the Emerald Vale,
Yeah.
just to that spot. The purple one would go to the Violet Throne, and that's it. And the blue
So
one
that is a
blue
way
one,
of potentially letting people in Drakol get from one place to another easily and quickly.
Well, I feel like
well, no, because this only goes from one to the other one. It's just it's even like an elevator from one spot to the other.
Yeah, but
Now,
once they're here, they then walk
Or
over
the
to the next
color.
one, and then they can teleport to the next place.
yeah, over
Yeah?
the Violet Throne, sure, yeah,
Yeah.
or up to Thunder Peak, yes, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
so,
Yep.
but like we wouldn't control it. there's no way of protecting the void from accessing it again.
You don't know. You haven't encountered the void directly yet, so you don't know.
Yeah. But that's
I
the
mean-
question I'm presenting to us reactivating these things. Is
We're not going to do it now anyway.
I would
No.
yes, I would say we leave it for now.
Yeah, definitely for now, because we haven't
Okay.
obviously made it safe yet. But once it's safe, it's a way of us moving around, and it's a way of other people potentially moving around. People like Nils could come and grab some, fuel for the fire.
Well,
Here's my question: Is why can't we get a whole bunch of powerful mages down here and just destroy this whole place and cave it in?
I mean, we probably could later, but
That would not stop the monster from calling out, yeah?
yeah, we need
it's
to
just
go.
a place. It's just a place.
Well,
Once the
he's
once
not
the
on-
void
he's
is
not on-
gone, it's
it-
just a place.
what you got?
It's he's not on this plane anyways. So if we destroy this, he's gonna pull out, and then he's got to find another place to start. It'll give us more time, you know.
Or you can go and destroy it. We're not just going to destroy this place and then try and work out the next place where it's gone to. We know where it is right now. We know we can get to it, and we know that we can hopefully destroy it.
Lucas, at the spot there, where you're standing, especially right now, kind of near the edge of that pool of blackness, you realize you felt this very same sensation when your master opened the book. It's the exact same feeling. It's much larger, obviously.
Yeah.
So you know it is a direct connection. And piecing it together, you realize that literally the book, when opened, did this exact same thing. The void itself reached through, grabbed your master, and pulled him back through it. So this leads directly to the void, or at least a significant part of it.
What we believe
You're
is
not sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. And you would all kind of hear Satara, and if she were here, like, that's it. that is a direct connection to the void itself. At least what's here. The bodies of all the Dragonkin that are here, you will see over time, the ones that are here especially, there's sort of a puddle around them that just sort of like oozes out from them. And the bodies left behind are almost hollowed out. Something about maybe the connection, the chamber, everything it's here right now. There's this black kind of goo around them, and you realize it's kind of oozed out of their bodies, out of their pores, out of their mouths, whatever, and leaving behind almost a shell of Dragonkin from there before. Amethyst. While one thing happened during the short rest. One of the Crystal Guard walks up to you carrying a staff. This we would loan this to you for now. It is a item of our people, but this may help you. I assume whatever is there is going to be terrible. But here, and he hands you a staff of curing.
Nice.
I'm sure one of you can make use of this.
Thank you very much.
But this will hopefully be helpful to you in whatever lies ahead.
Staff of healing.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, the previous edition was called Staff of Curing, Staff of Healing. Yeah.
Thank you. Might come in handy if I need to hit Sora with something.
There you go. Bunk.
Hit me and heal me at the same time. Yeah. Uh huh.
I mean, I could do, I suppose. That's great. Amazing.
Once
Well,
yeah, go ahead.
I'm just going to say while we're preparing to go, I might as well. I've got oil of slipperiness. I'm going to use that on myself.
Okay, so it lasts for an hour. Is that right?
Gross.
8 hours.
Yeah, nice. Okay. Yep.
I said no one needs to heal you. Mister, you can't
Cool.
see me, you can't touch me, you can't come anywhere near me.
That gives advantage on escape checks if you're grappled. Is that right? Or you can't be
Gives you
grappled?
effectively freedom of movement.
Oh, nice. Cool. Very cool.
I have got the ring that gives me that as well. That Sora is no longer using.
Okay.
Ring of free action.
Yeah, I put that in a while ago. I forgot to tell you about it.
I would pour out some of the last little bit of rice wine I got, and pour everyone a shot before we all go to bed.
Thanks, Ask, but no. Thank you.
What is it?
Rice wine.
Rice wine.
Oh, I'll take it.
Are we
You want
going
mine?
down this hole to the void?
It seems that we are going down the dark hole to the void. Yes.
Oh, because then I won't. I did not know that. I wouldn't have taken off my ring.
I mean, you can obviously you can definitely swap out whatever you want during your short rest. You can remove and reattune. So if you want to go ahead and reload something, go for it. That's so
Yeah, because I have to have a long rest for my brace for that bracer of force to work again, anyways.
okay. Yeah.
Because I can't use it again unless the other you said there's other things it can do, but it has to be attuned, and I don't know what that is. So, but that's fine. I'm just gonna go back to my ring of my shielding for now.
Okay.
So
All right. Other than the bodies and the big black glowing circle, place is beautiful and peaceful.
Easy
over the time.
Other than the big, dark, ominous things in the middle of the room.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of like not look at that and look around like the crystals, the large, massive chamber here, and the twisting paths of stone and everything else. That it's really a beautifully interesting place. Is thing in the middle, and of course the bodies around there, and you'll find that given enough time, the crystal guard will actually take the bodies of the the deceased Dragonkin there, and they will take them like all back, like kind of drag them all back into the same chamber where they were held originally, just to kind of it peacefully, quietly, kind of keep them out of sight. And leaving behind this the chamber here. And they will essentially go back there as well, kind of give you guys peace to prepare, and just head back into there as well, as they have nowhere to go yet either until you're done. We will wait your return, the successful return. This is this. I don't know what we can do otherwise. If the circle can be used, we will do so. But Until then, we will await your return. If you come back here, please, let us know, and we will go with you.
We will.
I wonder if we might be able to help with the crystal guard that fell. If we might be able to take them to Raven's Crest and get them fixed. Maybe I don't know.
I
Possibly.
imagine they can do that back at their own cities.
Don't know. Have they got?
If they come, yeah, go ahead.
Have they
Sorry.
got? Have they got a city? I don't know if they have. Yeah.
They, well, we went where we were because we had to charge. We had a responsibility.
Yeah.
If that responsibility is gone, and we are not under threat of being falling under the influence of this darkness, then we would like to emerge into the light once more.
That would be nice.
Both radiance and sunlight.
Head over to Azurus then.
Well, it is where you say Jasper is, so yes, we will let to see him again.
So how many crystals
And with
are there that survived the fight?
there are the four. There are five. There's one more on this. One more back there, and these four. And two that were killed. And they will let you know that others were taken away. There were more of them, and they were taken away, and they've never seen them since. They don't know what happened to them.
How long ago were they taken?
It is hard to tell time here, but I believe a week or two, maybe a little longer. According to Jasper, this all happened roughly a month ago, so a matter of weeks, maybe.
If there's anyone still alive in there, we'll bring them back.
Yep.
But we've seen things being consumed, so we don't know. Don't want to get your hopes up, but if there is anyone alive, we'll bring them out with us.
Okay.
When we come back.
All right.
Mhm.
There is also the one more thing to check on here, just a moment here, but we are almost a break time here, so let's go ahead and jump to our break for a bit. Maybe a little bit of a late start here, but we can kind of take a moment to regroup and kind of prepare a little bit, and we'll see where we head next. Yeah. And we're back. So, we, you've managed to get your short rest. You've managed to, the Crystal Guard have kind of settled in to wait to see what's going to happen with you. The other loose end here is the kids. The kids that were just sort of staring off into space.
Can we give them to the Crystal Guard to watch over them?
They can bring them into the same chamber and just kind of keep them all together.
Okay.
They just kind of like shuffle along, just kind of nudge them along there, and they just sort of shuffle their way over there. And they should be able to. They'll keep an eye on them, do what they can. They're still unresponsive, still sort of just staring straight ahead or staring down at the floor, not talking, not responding to anything. Just sort of blankly looking around there. Looking them over, they do have signs of some bruising, some scuff marks, but it all is in line with more like kids roughhousing kind of thing. There's no actual like weapon damage or anything else like that, but there's so the Crystal Guard will kind of treat any of those kind of issues that are there, but nothing is severe, nothing is of concern to anyone. So, but they'll just keep an eye on them and see what they can do. So yeah, there's about a dozen kids there.
Well, we'll see how they are when we come out.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But do they look void touched at all? Do they look like they're...
It's hard to say. They definitely are affected. They're not like, you don't see any sort of like physical manifestation or change. Their eyes aren't black. They don't have any weird jaws or anything else like that. But short of like anything invasive, you wouldn't be able to tell there's anything going on with them.
Yeah,
They
but they
don't-
might have
they don't-
bugs in them that we don't know about, right?
Something. You don't know what the process is for this. So and you never seen any of the kids that have been affected by this, so you don't know what's going on here yet.
Yeah.
So
we can't find out how far this anti-magic or whatever it is field that they've got going on in this chamber. We couldn't try to get outside of that. Say it's like an anti-magic field. Go outside beyond that and maybe teleport the kids to safety.
What you can find is that if you tried anywhere like within the network of tunnels and chambers that are here, there's no place that isn't covered at this point.
But, I mean, once we leave here, we can take them somewhere safe. I'm assuming we can go back through the blue portal, back through the sapphire one.
No, it's an anti-teleport. We're stuck here. Right now, we can't.
But it
teleport
activated at the same
anymore.
time the portal went black. So it's
Maybe if we take care of the issue, we might be able to reverse it.
You're assuming that we come back.
We are coming back. 100% coming back.
What she said.
okay. Any last minute things before we jump through the portal and see what happens?
Not
We
that
didn't
I
get dressed up for nothing.
think of.
Yep. Okay. Well, in that case, as you step to the edge of it, and as soon as you kind of get up closer, within 5 feet of it, you can kind of feel a pull. It's almost drawing you in. And it's not like grabbing you and pulling you. There's nothing reaching out there. It's just this sort of like it's like being on the edge of a whirlpool. It's being on or it's just sort of this suction is kind of pulling you in toward the middle there. Even though the air isn't moving, it's just this. You can just feel your body being tugged in that way. There's nothing physically, there's no damaging, there's no sensation there. It's just just movement you're feeling. Who's gonna touch it first?
Ask will touch it first.
Cool. So Esk, you will all see that Esk, as soon as he kind of reaches down or puts his foot out there and touches the kind of breaks the plane of that circle, he's just it's literally just he's here, and then the body just disappears. It's as if it's pulled in and suddenly. Esk, you don't feel like your body's being stretched or pulled. You just sort of like see everything go black for a moment, and that moment stretches on and seems to continue. And you just feel it's not cold. It's just nothing. You don't see any light around you. You don't feel any movement. There's nothing grabbing you, nothing pulling or pushing you. You're literally just there. And it feels like seconds, minutes, hours. It's hard to tell. Time sort of like gets all weird for you for a moment there. And then when you start to think I don't know what's going to happen, light returns. And this will happen to all of you as each one of you does that. Very same situation. Amethyst and Sora holding hands. You will be holding hands, floating in this black space. There's like you can still feel each other's hands in the air. You can still look and see each other there. Actually, when you turn to look, you don't see. You don't see your own hand in front of you. You can feel the hand there, but it's just black. There's no light. There's no nothing. You can't make sound. Like you try to speak, and it doesn't. There's no sound there. Amethyst, you can use telepathy. It's working there, so you can think to each other. But you can't think to the other ones yet. Anyone else just yet.
Okay. We
But
do have
Lucas,
telepathic
Grim.
one going though still, right? Or do we?
Yes, but you only communicate with Sora for the moment
Okay.
because you guys are holding hands here. You can't hear anyone else at the moment.
Mhm.
And I will say, actually, during a short rest, the bomb would have dropped because it's
Yeah,
bomb's
of
only for an
course.
hour.
Well, then
So-
can I recast it before we pop in?
Mm.
Yeah,
She's
I
ready
will.
for-
I will let that. That's fine.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I didn't think about the short rest. Sorry.
yeah, that's right. Exactly. So, so even though you have to tell by the bond going, you can sense the bond is still active, and you can think to Sora, but you can't think to the others for a moment there. But
Mhm.
you
It's
all feel that
weird.
same timeless darkness, sensationless, and then you are here. Bottom left, bottom right, sorry, down here. You appear on, like, actually in the circle, in the middle there. A chamber there. It's not much larger than this. I didn't draw the rest of it because there's really not much more here than this. The chamber is just large, just about maybe 10, 15 feet wider than the circle itself. And there is an arch right here. And in that archway is a swirling black. Just sort of a shifting mass of black shadows moving around there. You can see nothing beyond it for the moment. And with this, you can hear everybody again. Telepathic bond is reestablished. It didn't get canceled out or anything else, but now you can you can all talk to each other.
Okay, that was weird.
That was creepy. It's like you were there, but you weren't there. I could feel you, but I couldn't see you. And I definitely couldn't hear the rest of you.
Mhm.
As you all arrive there, you are immediately and blasted by the call. The voice has returned. Join. You must give in. And it's just like just persistent, and it's not a generalized call. You will hear each of your names as well. Amethyst, you touch the void with your powers. You have a mind that will merge with the void. You can be a part of something greater, even greater than what you already have. Dora, the presence of the Platinum One is quite strong with you. I have connections with him. I can bring you closer to him. I can bring you closer to your draconic essence. You can be a part of something much greater. Ask. You have fought against the darkness, fought against the dead. No one. There is no death with me and where I come from. You're just one. The ending is just that, an end. It is peace. It is eternal. The conflict, the fighting, it can all just stop. and you can find true peace at last. Grimbar. You are a child of the earth if ever there was one. You sense it, you feel it, you move through the earth, and you are always so keen on gaining the wealth. I am bound to the earth. I can give you even more of what you could possibly want. There is nothing outside of my reach, and I can provide it all. Just give in, become one with us.
Don't know me as well as you think.
The void swirls for a moment. You've all heard this. And
Didn't he speak to Lucas?
No, he didn't.
Uh-oh.
Are you already of the void, Mr. the
He's
Lucas?
saving the best to last.
Lucas, emerging at the front of the shadows, just at the shadow, you see a familiar figure.
Oh no.
Just step out. Your master stands before you once more. He's gaunt. That's the right one. Sorry, wrong figure. Wrong
I
one.
was going to say, I didn't know it was a dragon thing.
Nope, that's the wrong one. Let me put that one back.
Yeah.
Grab the wrong one. There it is. This is the one. Woohoo.
I was like, I didn't know it was a dragonkin.
He's not.
He is now. Everybody's a
Yeah.
dragonkin.
I'm not.
His face is gaunt. You can see he's breathing. You're not sure, but as he moves, the movement is a little strange. The head sort of like sits a little strange on the shoulders. The arms, one arm hangs a little lower than the other one. He's sort of, as he stands there, is sort of moving, wobbling almost on the middle. And he just speaks. Lucas, my young protege, I could definitely provide so much more insight than what I gave you before. I have learned so much. I can provide it all to you. The book was only a fragment of what is there. I have embraced all of it. You can as well. The power is unimaginable. The strength, the sight, it is beyond. Darkness means nothing when you are joined with it. You could be stronger than anyone, stronger than me, obviously. You already are. He reaches out a hand, and it's sort of like the arm sort of like flops a little bit weirdly for a moment. And he holds it out there.
Is he undead?
No, Sora, he's not undead. You can sense it, and there is no undead presence currently here.
I don't sense anything, Ask. I
No,
Are his
there's
eyes
no-
red?
No, they're not.
Well, like last time I saw him.
Yes. And just take my hand. Take my hand, and I can show you the power that I have discovered that I am a part of now.
You're not my master. He's dead. Don't know what you are.
Oh, I was hoping that you would see something more than just the form that is before you, but I see now. You should all see, but we'll, that will come with time, and you'll sort of like move back in, and as he passes back through the black space there, for just a moment, and once he passes the Chevy threshold, you do see a pair of red eyes kind of like flare up where he moves through there, and then fade away. There's a pause, a moment. Again, the massive shadows are still there, swirling in front of you. It's the voice is still present, but it just sort of like dims and fades. Just join us. Just be a part of the darkness. The void is always there, always present, always a place for you all. It just continually, in that same vein, sort of repeats itself and kind of settles into this, eventually into this join us, and just continually sort of repeating that, getting a little less intense over time, but still there, still audible.
Are we able to get it out of our heads, or is this just like out loud?
It's actually out loud. This is
Mm.
this is not psychic anymore. So Grim was hearing this as well. This is all not none of this is telepathic currently. This is actually, and it's sort of all around. I mean, it's like it's somewhere in front of you. It's not, the sound isn't coming from behind you. It's coming from beyond the black, the archway here. But for
Are
a
we going
moment,
in?
yeah.
Yes, no?
Do
That's what
the.
we're here for.
That's what we're here for. Yep.
As you move toward the the shadows there, you reach out a hand, and it doesn't stop you. It's cold, the touch. Not damaging cold, but it just feels cold, like putting your hand into icy water, or putting your hand into just like when you step through a doorway and out into where it's like sub-zero weather. Um, Not instantly bitingly like damaging cold, but enough to just feel that cold sensation there. Um, you will see. Let's just reveal a little bit of this here. Even though you have dark vision, it's still quiet, still dark beyond there. Your dark vision can't really pierce farther than the room there. You look down, you are standing on bones. The floor is just a shifting mass of bone, such that you sink partially into it and you feel yourself sort of like having to kind of step there. It's partially broken, partially some intact, but just bones of thousands easily untold. And you can't really tell what's below the bone. You're not sure how deep they are. But as such, as you step on it, it's kind of shifting and sliding, and you find yourself sinking in partially and stepping up on one and sliding off of it. And so moving into this space is difficult terrain, by the way. So this
Oh.
whole space in here is difficult terrain. I realize some of you can ignore that, but I'm just saying
Yeah.
you kind of find your footing there very easily, but walking across this space there is difficult terrain. You will see, as you step in, there's a faint glow that starts to get a little stronger off to your left, as a glowing stone, very similar to what you saw up above, appears. kind of piercing the darkness. Another one off over here. As you kind of see that darkness, there's something moves back out of view. You can't quite make out what it was. It's just kind of a shifting of movement as something moves out of view for a moment there. And those dark ahead of you, you can sort of see figures moving in the dark. Just sort of shifting. And there's a slow sort of grinding of stone on something. Kind of scraping along the area there. You hear footsteps crunching in the bone as more. You start to see as your eyes begin to adjust. You see red eyes looking back at you in the darkness. 2, 4, 20, 60, 100 eyes, all sort of there in the darkness ahead of you. And as I see Sora still standing in the back there.
Oh no, she's moving.
Okay. You can move yourself in a little bit farther.
I'm going to be here-ish though.
Okay. As you all move in past the archway, more light, more can be seen. And then for the first, you see now. The token doesn't represent what's actually there, so let me describe what's there when you see the token. When you are able to finally pierce into the gloom, you see the red eyes, you will see a group of individuals, let's just say. As the first people you see, they are draconic, mostly. Gaunt, glowing red eyes, large mouths full of teeth there, the draconic snout there. All varying. They're gemstone dragonkin, you're certain of that, but completely devoid of color. There's no telling of what kind of gemstone they were originally. They're just dull grayish brown color. No amethyst, no violet, no sapphire, no emerald. Just grayish brown. And they just sort of like stand there, sort of swaying back and forth on their feet. They're just looking at you. You see more. Yeah.
I'm going to cast a spell.
Sure. Perfect. Okay. By the way, that each token that you see on there is 5, similar to the zombies that were there. So, just so you know, as you start seeing tokens there, that's not 1; it's actually 5 people. They're all kind of in that milling about in that area, that space.
So
Sora's Death Ward is still active, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
8 hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I did it.
Sure. You did it.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be cast on everyone.
Okay. All
Looks
right.
like he's not speaking to the other 3. Oh, it goes on all of us now.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah. Everybody.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Well, I'll put the little towers on you so you have them all. Come on now. They don't say anything. They just stand there, swaying on their feet, staring at you, their eyes almost glowing fiery red. They're just sort of like swaying back and forth, crunching in the bone slightly. And
like
Grim. Sorry, go ahead.
I don't like these bones.
Yes, it's unpleasant. Walking through them is difficult. Like I said, it's difficult terrain, so you're moving at half speed. Unless you have something to counteract that.
Free, yeah.
Activate flying boots.
Yeah, it lasts for 1 minute?
Yeah.
Or 10 minutes?
I believe it's 1 minute. Give me a second. I gotta find it on my character sheet.
Okay.
I'll let you know.
Okay. Just saying. Nothing to fly from yet. But, all right. Grim. Oh, you're looking away. Okay. Just a moment there. Yeah. You all kind of glance over, and Grim is kind of staring over at the wall off to his right. But you all hear the crunch of their feet in the bone around them. You see more of them. There's more eyes for the chamber there. You haven't seen the edge of the far end of the chamber yet. You're still seeing just shadow in front of you that's slowly getting brighter, slowly being... It's like your eyes are adjusting to it slowly. Yeah. And Grim, what catches your attention is something... Oh, hold on here. Let me do that. Oh, darn it. Whatever. Little line there for a moment. Okay, that'll go away. You see the wall. Or on the side there, something shifts along the wall. Not footsteps, just something moving. Yeah, over there. More like over here. And when you kind of look over there, using your blind sense, using your tremor sense, and using your dark vision all there, there's a glint of something in the wall. Just shifts momentarily. You find...
hotline going?
Hmm?
We have the psychic hotline going?
Yes, it is going, yes.
All right. I'll let them know that.
Okay. Another flare of... A bit of a flaring as the stone up ahead of you here starts to glow a little brighter. See this like gleaming stone here. And as that sort of becomes a little brighter, this one sort of moves off to the side. You hear something move a little bit away from it. Something out further in the dark around it. Almost like a illuminated torch or a lantern, something almost as if it flares up there. This one down here gets a little brighter as well. Just make out the edge of the wall over here now. And they're all just sort of staring there lifelessly looking at you, waiting to see what you're going to do.
Well, we're here to do a job.
But is it to kill people who aren't attacking us?
Yeah, S will
People.
take out his mace.
They're just void now.
And look back at Lucas and gesture towards them.
So that's like 40 creatures that we can see right now.
Yep. You will see. As they come into view. You would never be like these wretches here. These were not strong enough to withstand the power that we can give you. You would be as generals, leaders. You would have power beyond imagining, magnifying that which you have now. Join us.
Jim, while that person is speaking,
Mm-hmm.
am I get closer? Are they going to get closer to me?
They don't move away from you.
But they
They're
didn't
sort of standing
patrol
there.
me.
Nope. They sort of are just standing there waiting to see
What if
what
I
you're
go
going to do.
in between but don't attack?
They, if you kind of move up close to one there, it might bump into you a little bit, but it'll sort of shift away and just
Mm-hmm.
sort of kind of move away a little bit.
Think we don't have to fight these guys? If we don't fight them, they don't fight us? Are we going the right direction?
It's hard to say. There's still
I
darkness
know.
out there. It's hard yeah, it's
Mm-hmm. Graham, keep up.
Grim. I will say that the bones are playing hell with your tremor sense because they all shift and move around you, but your blind sense is still working just fine. You're able to see,
Yeah.
um,
What I was
you're able to
going to
sense
do
where things
was
are moving.
actually I was going to test my tremor sense,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to actually jump to right here, and I want to see what I can feel underneath it to see if I can actually feel the depth, the
Okay,
shimmer, the beat. I want to
sure.
see what I can.
Let me see where did you jump exactly? Oh yeah, I see it.
Next
Here's what
bit.
you jump up and down. Okay, give me a
Uh,
perception check.
Jim, I'm going to activate the carpet of flying.
Okay, cool. So you I'll put the wings on you. So
I tried to do
and
it, but it's not letting me.
oh weird. Um, you can't see the ceiling. You can't see a ceiling above you. It's just darkness above you, as far as you can see. Grim, it's at least there's. It feels your tremor sense is kind of weirded out by this. With a 22-year-old, to kind of get a sense of this here, the bone goes down for a ways, at least 10 feet, and below that seems to be liquid, and somewhere below that stone. It's hard to tell the exact depth because again, it's all sort of. But there's definitely part of the reason this shifts and moves is you realize this is about 10 feet of bone on top of water on top of some water. It's a
okay.
little bit like walking in a very chunky bounce house.
Okay.
Okay, Sora,
And
the
then I'm
glowing
going to move
stones.
up
Go ahead.
in
Yeah.
there.
Okay. They don't reach out to you. They don't do anything to you the moment there. But Laura, what you will
Ask.
see,
Let's go
Yeah.
ask.
he's
I am going to gently put my hand on the stone to see if I can feel any energy or anything coming out of it.
it is definitely giving off giving off light, but
Mm-hmm.
not really heat.
Okay.
Um, Sora, there's something large here on the ground
Large on the ground. Okay.
right there. Kind of a brilliant, somewhat mottled green color, vaguely in the shape of a scale.
Oh, the dragon scale. Okay, I'm gonna go.
Grim, there's more shifting in the wall. And Lucas, give me a perception check. Actually, everyone give me a perception check to see what you can pick out here among this here. Why not? See who sees and hears what. Ooh, nice. Okay.
Strawberries and
Perception.
Mm-hmm.
strawberries and mango. But,
Yep.
oh,
Sorry. Yeah. You start looking down at seeing that scale on the ground at your feet there. It's the size of well, about 3 feet by about a foot wide, roughly.
these green things.
Yes. Amethyst, yeah, you're seeing seeing that there. As you fly up kind of above this rock's about maybe 8 feet high. It's a very large boulder. It's kind of glowing and just kind of a steady yellowish blue glow. Veins of some other mineral through it there. Very pretty. But it's just sort of giving off a little bit of light there. S. Yeah, you know there's some more guys off to your left. There's definitely some more out there. You can kind of see and hear them moving around there slowly. Let's see.
Was I supposed to roll a?
No, you already did it. You're fine there. Grim, and then Lucas. You'll notice the walls. Oops, I didn't do that. You kind of glance down at the green scale at your feet, and Lucas, the one over here, and realize the green you're seeing in the walls is the same color, giving off the same sort of glint. And you start to realize just...
It's not a wall.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
There's definitely stone there. But you're realizing that it's not just wall. There's something like kind of burrowed partially into it, what looks like. And occasionally, the two of you, especially Lucas with a 30 and Grim with his 22 and Tremor sense there, it occasionally shifts a little bit. Some stones tumble out there. But yes, there's definitely the same scales are embedded and moving within the wall itself.
It's alive. Does this scale move right here?
Nope, it is still is lying on the ground. You can
That's
pick it
what
up.
I'm saying.
Pick it up.
It's
I
the
can
scale.
pick it up.
It's like
Yeah.
it's
You
two
can pick it-
scale.
It's a
massive.
scale, and it's like it's roughly about a foot and a half long, or a foot and a half wide by about 2 feet long. Kind of pick it up there. It's
Shedding of living
the
things.
size of a
Okay.
small shield.
Does it look like the scale of the master that I have?
It does, in fact. Isn't the exact same shape, but same color. Same.
So it's emerald, not green. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna hook the scale onto my back, like a back shield.
Sure. Put it there.
It doesn't do anything armor-wise, but it's there.
Okay. You will see. Go around this way a little bit. More of them. As you kind of peer through the darkness there, you're kind of looking at the walls, and another one will kind of step forward. Not just kind of milling by you, not like right up to you. It pauses. The group of them pause and kind of move around you and move past you, and
We're gonna keep going.
okay.
Do we
Whatever
see
this
anything
wall is in the
weird?
psychic outline, I'm going to say whatever's in this wall or whatever this wall is what these what do you call it come from?
Scales.
Yeah.
Okay. Lucas, you haven't seen Calvin since he moved back in. He's not among these the milling masses. And let's see here. Oops. Here we go.
Yeah. There's
Is that just a part of the picture, or is that something to be concerned with?
Is that part of the
Grim,
decoration?
You're the one
to
that's
get eaten.
You're the one that's closest, and you're kind of like looking up there, and you're like, "Wait," and you see It looks like a very draconic-looking head. Twisted spines of, like, almost the twisted spines of emerald kind of sitting off there. These long tendrils of kind of flexible there. And what the picture doesn't do it justice here is that um you now kind of look back over to about shoot right to about here, kind of looking over your shoulder and kind of tracing it back here.
Mhm.
There's a bit of a claw sticking out of the stone
Mhm.
right there, a bit of a hand right there. Um, yeah, another one kind of back here.
Another one bites the dust.
Another one you got kind of back there. Um, and the eyes are closed. And you rolled pretty well. And Lucas, now you kind of seeing what Lucas, you see what Grim is looking at a moment there, and kind of as this guy moves past you and wanders off a little bit, you see that um, it's the head itself is about 25 to 30 feet long. As
I
you,
don't want
guy.
to be over there.
but yeah, to the end of the head itself is about 15 to 20 feet long.
And I'll just tell him that's a live dragon
Where's
that he's
everyone
killing.
going?
Into the darkness.
Into the
Um,
darkness?
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
No, Elney.
I'll go ahead and reveal. People are going here. Let me just.
We're leaving the decoration on the wall alone.
Not
It's not a
decoration on the
decoration.
wall.
It's a
It's
creature.
not a
There you go.
decoration.
I understand that, but we're leaving the decoration on the wall.
Um,
Okay.
Not a decoration.
Lucas and Grim. There's a little slight shift in as a little some stone and kind of puff away from where the mouth is as it lets out a slow breath.
I ease back real gentle,
Sure.
like.
The eyes are still closed. You can't see there. But one thing you'll also notice is that its head is mottled green, like emerald green and black. Um, but starting right about the base of the skull, going back to roughly about from there to a little ways in, you see sort of something kind of pulsating. Something not hard, not green, more dark black and gray. Looks a little like the eldest did. That you fought
Oh, the
down in the
head that
Emerald
was
Vale.
split up. The head that was
Hmm.
split open.
And then the exposed brain down part of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Oh dear.
yeah, there's no compromising with this.
I don't think.
There's a bit of a. You see, I can tell. You could become sustenance, or you could become powerful. You could be so much more, so easily. You bested my soldiers, my leaders. You could take their place. This,
Yeah, that's why we came here.
this world could bow down to you. The power I offer is beyond anything that you could amass on your own. Um, The Thorin S. There is sort of a little bit of an alcove here. Like down here, you're kind of seeing it off there, and you can kind of see there. It doesn't seem to. It seems to be sort of a partially collapsed tunnel, roughly. Um, and you'll notice there was another one up here, kind of by where the head is, but it doesn't go very far in before you see it's all just collapsed rubble. But there is a space there. Um, Here and up here, there's sort of a little bit of an out, a little like it was a cave at some point there, a fairly sizable cave. That's now collapsed a ways in.
Big enough for a person in, maybe?
Oh yeah, couple. I mean, it's like 15 feet across.
Okay.
Yeah, it's sizable, but like maybe about 20, 30 feet in, it's collapsed. It's just rubble. It's all collapsed in on itself there.
I'm going to point it out to Amethyst.
Yep.
Look, place to hide.
There could be anything on the other side of that.
Yeah, but like there's a dragon on this side of it, so
Yeah.
yeah.
And the dragon is under the influence of something else.
What is that, Jim?
There.
That's the alcove he was
It's a
telling
bit
me
of a
about.
cave. It's a collapsed cave. It goes in about 20 to 30 feet, and then it's all rubble beyond that.
Same
There's
thing
another.
is down at the bottom, but it's caved in. The one up top.
This right up here and right down here. These are both like collapsed. There were tunnels there. This one, they look old. They're definitely natural tunnels, that natural caves, but they've been collapsed.
If I look inside, is there space? Like, is there any kind of? Can you see anything through it, or is it all just completely?
The ceiling and walls have collapsed in, and it's just rubble beyond there.
Yeah, but there's no space between the rubble to look through.
Not large enough to see beyond. I mean, it's
Okay.
You could. I mean, if you want to try to start pulling rocks out of the way and try to like see what's beyond it potentially, but you don't know how far back it's collapsed. You can't see any light beyond it or anything else. It's just big boulders and rocks and dust. And it's obviously been collapsed for a long time. There's dust in this place. There's dust on the rocks and everything else. There are no bones in there. It is like the bones are only out in the middle here.
Ask will like kind of call out. So where are you then with all of this power?
I'm pretty sure we're looking at it. It's the dragon. As you say, by the link.
By a link there, yeah, it's like boop.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I mean, how far do you need to?
We're there.
Oh, yeah, that's just part of the decoration. Let's go find the real creature.
So there's I offer
90 zombies in here, by the way.
They're not.
they're not zombies. They're shambling around people, but they're not undead.
Can we get them to shamble elsewhere?
What do you mean? You want to start
Not be
hurting
here in the
them?
middle of it. Yeah.
I mean,
There's like 90, 100 people here. What do you want to do? Can you go and stand in the corner, please? Because I don't
Yes,
want to look
exactly. I just don't want them to get hit by a spell and then all of a sudden we're being attacked by them. That's all I
think
ask.
if you start
Create a-
attacking the dragon, these
create a-
guys are all going to try and attack us.
Create a queue
So-
over there.
I don't know.
well, I would venture a guess that you're reluctant. Understand, there is no easy way to leave this place.
I'm
So as I said, you have two choices. Join us or be sustenance. Make your choice.
I think there's a third choice.
Yeah, I think there is.
Say it out loud.
No,
Yeah.
inside of our head.
No,
Why
I
would
think
you
there's
say
a
that
third
out loud?
choice. Because I'm arguing with him.
Okay.
/ them.
I
/
mean,
whoever they are.
arguing with us is one thing, but arguing with a dragon is a whole different can of worms. Are you sure that's
He's
what you want
telling
to
me
do?
I have a choice. I can either follow him or I can get eaten by him. And I'm deciding there's a third choice.
Okay.
Please, what do you feel your third choice is?
Same as we've done so far. Get rid of the threat and leave.
Camp out his action rage.
Lucas and Grim, you're closest. Time the eyes sort of pop. They just slowly split and open up. And you just see black, inky looking void. The mouth opens and splits down the middle and peels back, and long tendrils of dark shadow kind of reach out from the mouth and then back in as it starts to stretch a little bit. And I think we're going to have to go ahead and roll for initiative.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Let me just go ahead and get this all set up here. We'll just put them all. Oops. Oh, whoops. Let me just do this real quick here. I'm going to put...
Can I just activate something before we go? To
Essentially,
initiative?
yes, you have a round because like, he's just stretching up here. So, essentially, you can
I'm going to activate the coin of shadow and go invisible.
um, yes, that's fine. Let's see here.
I'm going to say,
Let me pick it.
I'm going.
Okay, there we go. Boop. And oh wow, that's funny. Where are they? There you are. Boop.
Yeah, I'm going to move in position, don't worry. While he was doing that, that's my action.
Yeah. Okay.
Although I can't see
Okay.
the squares. Hang on.
Yeah, they're very faint, but feel free
I
to
see
zoom
them. I
in
just gotta zoom in. Yep.
Yep. Okay. Uh,
I'm
Ice
not.
cream, preferably.
I will just say that as he says all that, you will see that as all at the exact same moment, these guys all kind of stop their slow sway and mindlessly looking off in different directions there, and they will all turn to look at who's ever closest to you, eyes flaring red as they just sort of like stop their sway and just focus on you intently. Esk, you are first up. As let's get some going here. We'll just kind of have this one sounds fun.
Okay.
That'll do. Or this is a good one.
See, I rolled half decently with a 14, and I still end up second to last on the turn order.
3 of us
Yep.
rolled pretty much exceptional. Almost exceptional.
Yep. Okay. So yes, as the they are just like this one closest, since you're right there. This one turns to look directly at you. well, the group of them. There's 5 guys kind of in that very general space there. They all as one turn to look at you. Amethyst, the ones down here, turn to look up at you. Again, every one of these kind of turn to look in your directions. They're all facing. We'll just go ahead and do that. They're all going to be facing you now. That's all fine. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, you're changing on the. That's funny.
Boop. This one turns to look at you, Ask. That's about right, yeah.
Very cool.
They all turn in your direction there. That, as I said, they're again, you can't tell what color they were. They're all just sort of the dull grayish brown, model-looking scales. Still have so kind of the crystalline growth that the gemstone growth on them, but there's no color to them. But Esk, you are first.
Okay, so we had a turn. We have a turn just to activate stuff, right? So
I mean,
or
you're,
stuff is
you're going
activated.
first.
Okay.
Like they react. You are going. You're going before all of them, so it's fine.
Okay. Yes. Okay, so that being said, now let's get the party started. Does 18 hit? That's a great roll.
Oh yeah. You're hitting these guys here. Yeah.
Plus an additional.
They move fairly
6.
slow. They move fairly just kind of. They're sort of like again. They're standing still now, but they're not. They're not armored. They're not really armed either.
24 damage for the first one, as all of my tattoos are also lighted up, raging, foaming at the mouth, like all of it.
So you smash one of them of the group there, just knocking him flat to the ground there, and he just collapses to the ground. You keep your mace up there, just clock another one. It just goes flying down there, and there's like 3 of them left essentially. Just
17 hit.
17 will hit. Okay. Yep, another one drops.
Additional one. Now unarmed. Just gonna do one arm. Unarmed right now.
Okay, punch him.
Yeah. That'll hit.
Oh god, yeah, definitely hits. Oof.
Maximum on the die.
Excellent. Yep.
Additional
quickly-
roll d6. 21.
You quickly just and just, each attack hits one or takes out one there. There's one left standing there, and he's just the rest have all been knocked out around him there, and he's sort of like staring down at you, just baleful red eyes. They're looking down at you. That's about. But other than that, they don't seem to really show. They don't cry out in pain. They don't make any sort of like grunts of anger or anything else like that. They just stare down at you as you strike them down.
Okay. That is all the things on my turn.
Amethyst, you're up.
I'm gonna I'll just blast this nearest one to me.
Okay.
And ask.
Yep. There's one of that group left. So.
There's one left.
Yep. Of that group of 5.
So
Oh god, you hit him.
we're
Yeah.
just gonna hit him.
Did you attune to the scale?
Yeah, I did.
Add a D8 to the roll.
Oh yeah. Why is Roll20 asking me to drag die? I don't want to do that. What's going on?
No idea. Okay.
Yeah.
This one. Yep. There's none left of that group. Just the first Eldritch Blast just clacks the last one there. It dropped to the ground there.
I guess a couple on these guys here then.
Okay. All right. No problem. Next roll.
Ouch.
Ooh,
No.
Yep. It's one of those things they just sort of like one's there, it just blasts right past his ear, past the next ear there, and just shatters some bones on the ground behind him there. But that second one definitely hits, and you
Okay.
whoops, wrong thing, not that. I'm doing that. Yep.
That's 14 then.
Yep. So yeah, you just clock one of them in the head there. It drops. There's 4 left in that group. Grim. Oh, sorry, Grim's not there.
Grim is invisible.
I see that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't see him.
Or I don't see that. Yes. Okay.
I tell everybody, I says, FYI, there's liquid about 10 feet underneath all these bones. So like, just keep that in mind. I don't know what they might have planned. And
Gross.
What kind of
It's
liquid?
blood. Blood.
Couldn't tell liquid. It's just liquid.
Dragon blood.
I made this. You stop it.
mercy. I am going to.
Well, I mean, there's loads of bones. Makes sense that there will be blood under there.
Yes, but we don't need the extra scare factor.
Come off it.
It's already there.
It's like 90 dudes here and like a dragon.
Yeah, I don't need extra, thank you.
Well, bogeymen are real too.
No, they're not. You shut your face.
What you doing there? You moving over to that one?
Yeah, I just moved over to that one. And,
Okay.
I'm just going to start striking out, I guess.
Okay.
First attack is at least on advantage, right?
Oh yeah. Yep. You'll become visible, but with the attack, you definitely hit. Oh, you're gonna do that thing again. Darn it. Is that, when you hit on the damage that's doing that?
No, that's in a roll.
Weird.
You
Let me
know,
try.
on roll 20 under your 19, where it says you hit with the 19, can
Yep.
you click on the actual weapon itself and do damage that way?
No, the attack's not set up in roll 20. It only worked with it in roll 20.
Weird.
Yeah.
See, now
This-
that I'm just clicking the item at that point. So
Yeah. So I mean, I just did that, and it popped up there.
let me do this. Let me go over here to all and just see what happens.
Are you clicking on the damage roll?
That one I just clicked on the damage. Nothing happened.
Weird. Okay. Something's wrong with your roll 20. Your D20, D&D Beyond then.
Mm-hmm.
Just go ahead and roll the dice. So if you left in roll 20, just use the dice roller in here for right now. Yep.
Well, I did roll it on here, and it did 3 plus 6 for 9, and then now I'll do the 70. I'll do the 76
Okay.
plus. See, I don't know what I get. I don't know what pluses are for the 76.
There's no pluses. It's just straight up 76. The plus is only to the attack roll. It's just 76 straight. So 9 plus. Oh no! Try rolling. Yeah.
I'm on the dice, and I just trying to figure out how many.
So with the dice.
I'll just do the / R.
Okay. You'll see the die. Then there's a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can just go to the
Okay, I see that.
across the column there. Yep.
You can just type /R
Yep, there you
and
go.
then do, say,
That's what you did.
76. And it
29
happens.
plus 38. Okay. Yeah, you just kind of get in there and just start splashing away with your dagger there, just like ripping back and forth with your dagger there, cutting through multiple guys.
That was only 66, sorry.
We already rolled 1. So there's
Oh.
one above that. So 29 plus 9 that he rolled the damage. So 38. Yeah, you just start splashing through these guys. They're ripping, just kind of tearing your dagger across them. There's almost no resistance among them. It's not hard to do. They're not super tough. They just rip, and they start falling over. There's still a couple standing, but you definitely took out more than half of the group there. Anything else?
I will. I can't. There's no place to really hide in here, right?
Not really, no.
All right, so yeah, I'll just hold my
there's too many around. Yeah. Okay. All right, then Lucas, you're up.
I'll say I think we need to kill the dragon, not them. I think when the dragon's gone, they'll go. I'll use my.
I actually agree with.
I use my. Cast that. Give bardic inspiration to Sora.
Okay.
Sweetness.
Okay, so Lucas is.
Yeah, I'll stay where I am.
Okay. What did we use that before? That was the. What was that?
For bardic inspiration, it was a blue dot.
No, I was just doing for the blink.
Yeah.
Do that little swirly bit, so you swirl in and out. And Sora, boop, red for Lucas. So you know what? It was a little flag. Yeah, either way, works fine.
Yeah, I don't go anyway.
Okay, you're still there. All right.
I'm still there. Yep.
Okay. Alrighty, so Lucas still visible. All right then. See here. Sure, why not? Amethyst. Some magical darts of force fly out and hit you. From right over here. As you will see, just standing almost among the group down here, what appears to be Lucas with Master Cawthon. And you see him sort of like standing there, and he's sort of standing, and his body all moves in the wrong ways. He's like kind of hunched over slightly, one arm hanging down, his head lolling to one side. But he's kind of like hold the hand up there, and magic missiles come flying out at you.
Okay. How much damage is that?
It will be. There we go. Plus 4, so 12 force damage.
Okay.
And he is there. Getting some cover from these guys as he's kind of in and among them, so it's like so yeah, he's mixed in with this crowd here. Thora, you're up.
Sir. All the way up. Alright, I'm going up to the dragon.
Okay.
Like, that's about where I can be to hit him, right?
Roughly, sure. You
Okay.
can reach up there and smack him in the face. He's
Cool.
all the way up around there.
Alright. Smacking in the face.
You can try, certainly.
Yeah. Yeah.
You definitely hit
I
for some damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's like hitting a rock. Good. Like,
Lucas, this is
I mean,
not going to be easy. It's hitting a rock.
Yeah, it's like smacking. It's just like smacking a rock there. You did 13 damage. Okay, yeah, I'll mark that.
I don't have Giant Smite on, right? It's
Not currently, no.
no. Okay, cool.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, you don't. Yep.
Mm.
Okay. Right.
I
So
don't think that third one will hit.
second one hits, third one does not. You're right. Second one for 13 damage more. Okay, cool. Well,
Does the radiant damage seem to be doing any extra damage?
no.
Seems to be normal stuff's going on. Okay.
Yep.
Cool beans.
There's
It's
no
literally like
bright.
a rock.
He blinks, kind of, and you smack him sort of like in the side of the jaw, and there's a bit of a give to it, like it's like hitting a rock, but it's more like hitting dirt. You know that when you hit dirt with a hammer, it's sort of that thud, and it stinks a little bit, and you feel that kind of like impact. It's like hitting that.
Okay.
And he sort of like, the eye sort of like turns, well, the head slightly turns in your direction very slowly and lazily, and the mouth opens a bit there, and some black tendrils kind of reach out in your general direction, tasting the air around you.
Ew.
That was not very pleasant of you. You shall see how this continues.
Y'all, I made the dragon angry.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's
Hey.
both my actions and my bonus action.
Alrighty. And you have both hammers out. I see there.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
And the AC is 24.
Alright. Nothing there. Okay, these guys here. It's their turn. So we're gonna do this, ask 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna move this guy to the map layer so he's not in the way. Boop, there we go. He'll stay there. They just sort of amble their way toward you. This one goes to Sora. Well, there's another one there. I didn't see that one. I'll get rid of that one. He shouldn't be there.
Remember hurting children? I asked you if we could hurt them.
Okay. All right. So this one here is going to do an attack with advantage because there's 5 on 1. They're just basically doing some hits potentially. Boop. 14 and 10 with their bonuses will not hit. You sort of fend them off. Lucas, same thing.
This dragon is so big and tough, he has to have an army fighting 5 people.
Stop antagonizing the dragon! Amethyst,
The
what
dragon's already antagonized.
Does a 22 hit you, Lucas?
He's not going to be
Yeah.
your friend for it.
I'm not
for-
looking for friendship.
For 10 damage. As these kind of like get in there, just the first one you kind of fend off on the side over here, but the group on your left, they sort of like sweep in there, and one of them just kind of thuds a fist into you. One of you claws across the leg a little bit there. Not any huge damage, but obviously it doesn't even break through your temporaries, so you kind of get thudded around a little bit. Grim, you have this one does not get advantage, but rolls a natural 20. So he rolls maximum damage for 14 damage. So the one you just carved up with your knife there, the 2 that are left standing there, just and just one of them kind of tent pegs you with the fist, just thuds down on top of your head. And this group down here, this group will have advantage. That will be a 20. They have a 23 to hit. So that will be 2d6 plus 2, so 6 damage. So the group here is just kind of flailing and bashing at you. There we go. Let's see here. So Esk, this group here attacking you. 19 does not hit you, right? Oh, Esk isn't there. I'm assuming 19 does not hit him.
I don't think
And
so.
neither 20 might. Okay, fine. And with this, how high up are you?
25.
Okay, they can't reach you. So, yeah, so that's why they're hitting. These two groups both hit Esk.
I did
And
put it in my
that's
blue bubble, 25 feet.
Oh, you did. Cool. I see that. Nice. Perfect. Okay. So yeah, they can't reach you, so you're fine there. All right. Sora,
Yes.
there's sort of a lazy, just little snap, and while there's tentacles that reach out from out there, the mandibles themselves, the mouth themselves, is still very hard carapace looking things there. And it just kind of snaps out, just almost like he's like just like he's whatever, just kind of giving you a half-hearted bite in your direction. So it will be, however,
Trying to give me a nibble.
yeah. Roll natural 20.
I'm
So
gonna use my reaction.
okay.
That is the +5 to my AC. I don't know why it rolled.
That will be a 32 to hit. So you might want to save your because he has a +12.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I didn't know he had the extra pluses. Okay.
That's just what he rolled at the die. So yeah. So this will be for 22 plus 30 damage. As it just it just kind of misses your face and just chomps down on the shoulder. Just kind of like it kind of grazes off your head there and just chomps down there. Nope, just on the shoulder. Not, maybe a bit of a graze, but because it is big, it's a bit of a graze there, maybe. However, as it sort of pulls back, it just chomp down there. It sort of pulls back. The tentacles sort of like slurp up the side of your face as it kind of withdraws its head a little bit there, and that will also deal 2d6 acid damage. So 4 acid damage.
What's the total?
It would have been 34 total.
Thank you. Not fun, y'all. Getting bit by a dragon.
And it's sort of stretches a little bit, and you see sort of one of his forearms kind of reaches out a little bit from the side. One of the middle sets of limbs kind of like starts to kind of push away a little bit. Rear set of limbs, more rocks tumble around the side over here as it sort of like starts to stretch a lot there. A bit of a tail slips out down around here, as it sort of kind of starts to move in and around the space. It's not quite emerged from its burrowed spot in the wall yet, but it's definitely moving now. I need everyone, at the top of the round, to give me a wisdom saving throw.
With advantage.
If you have it, yes. You all do because of Hero's Feast, yes.
Hero's Feast.
Uh-oh.
Oops. I rolled without advantage like an idiot.
No. Even with advantage, that would be a whole whopping 8.
Okay, so those of you got 20, you're okay.
Okay, good. I got 24, but okay.
But Lucas, Amethyst, and with advantage you got it. So Lucas and Esk, you will each take 18 psychic damage, resistant if you have it, as there's just this the call, the words have stopped, but there's just a pressure and a static that's starting to fill your mind, and 18 psychic damage as it just sort of starts to burrow in. The rest of you sort of shrug it off, and there's no damage, so it's saved for all or nothing. And don't forget, you also have resistance from Inlight Fortress. Is that?
Yeah, it gives us
Yeah,
automatic.
Resistance to psychic. Yeah.
Perfect. Then yeah, so 9 damage. Yep. Perfect. So it's more of a, it's kind of a bit of a little flare of pain in your head there, but you shake it off there. The rest of you are okay. F, you're up.
Okay. I am going to chug down. I should have done it to begin with. My second to last potion of invulnerability.
Sure.
So, whoop. Bring that with me. Let's do. There's a fun like body open little token thing
Oh,
here.
yeah. You're good.
Let's do a fist. Okay. So now I have resistance to all damage.
Cool.
Okay. There's that. Now let's do bonus action. This dude in front of me, is punch in the face.
So yeah, these two groups here are both. This one's a little bit dinged up, but 15 will hit. That's fine. Block one of the dudes there and knock him flat in his butt.
19
He doesn't
damage.
get up. Yep. You just kind of thud one, kind of just in the base of the ribs, solar plexus kind of thing there. It cracks in. You feel the kind of the crack inward there, and he falls back, lands on his butt, and doesn't get up.
That is the end of my turn. Take
Okay.
my potion, and there we go.
All right.
Yep.
Excellent. Amethyst, you're up. Everything okay there? If you're talking, I can't hear you.
Oopsie. But I need to press the button then, because I'm an
Okay.
idiot. Sorry. I'm going to cast on him, and obviously those 5 dudes next to him. 20-foot radius sphere. 120 feet away, so it's 120 feet and then a 20-foot radius sphere.
Right, but I'm looking at range from him to you. Because he's
Oh,
going to
okay.
go ahead. He's going to go ahead and counterspell that.
Is he?
Yeah.
This is most annoying, but I'm going to counterspell his counterspell.
Sure. Okay.
Stupid waste of spell slots.
I mean, you don't have to do it.
Yeah, he doesn't have to do it either.
Yes, it does.
I have no 7th level, no 6th level. I'm using a 5th level spell. So, yeah, he's definitely...
Oh, is that cast at 5th level, or are you using the counterspell at 5th level?
It's a 5th level spell, but...
He has to roll. He does the roll for it. Let's see if he makes the roll.
Okay.
So, no, he does not. So he fails. Okay.
Okay,
So it
so-
goes up. You don't need to counter. He failed it.
I don't need to counter. Okay.
No, because yeah,
Oh, goodness.
he's using a third level slot. So yeah, he just has to. Okay.
Well, it's nice meeting you, but I'm sorry.
All right. So it's going to be how much to him and these guys?
I think psychic if they're not immune.
They're not immune per se, but yeah.
And if they save,
Oh yeah, save.
or if they have an intelligence score of 2 or lower, they can't be affected by the spell. But I don't know how that works with you
Damn.
and your dudes.
They're not quite that bad. They're not animal intelligence, but they're not smart. Okay, it's that, and gonna do one roll for them. No, okay.
And after a
Okay,
failed save, they have muddled thoughts for 1 minute. So they roll a
Okay.
d6 and subtract the number from all attack rolls and ability checks.
Cool, nice.
And Constitution saving throws to maintain concentration. Do you want me to... I'll put that in the average
Don't
chat.
bother. That's okay. I got it.
Mhm.
I will. Boop boop. Okay. They are muddled. And where did you get these guys too? I couldn't tell where it was heading.
I didn't think that I'd be able to hit all of them as well. But
20-foot radius, so I think it would hit.
Yeah.
Just see, 20-foot radius. There we go. Yeah, you get those guys too.
Okay.
You couldn't really get any more than that, but you get those guys there. Okay.
That's fine.
Okay. All right. So these guys here, I'll roll their save. Not likely. They could roll 20. They didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll put down after the 3.
So 37 psychic damage unless resistant.
Yep. I mean, they don't really react to it very much. So I mean, they don't grab their heads and freak out. They just sort of like just take it.
Mm-hmm.
He seems to be a little more reactive. He just sort of like does put his hand. He actually does put his hand at the counter spell and then just kind of flinches as it doesn't go off. Okay. All right, that's them. Anything else in this? Want to move? You want to a bonus?
Not right now. I'm gonna move a little bit over this way. Obviously, still higher up, just to get out of range of him for now.
Sure. Grim, you're up.
Sorry about that. I'm actually going to jump. I am going to take a 5-foot step, and I'm going to jump.
You're in difficult terrain, so you're half movement, half running speed.
So, you have the range.
I'm jumping because of my boots.
Right. Well, I'm just saying, do you have? Is your just a ring of free action? You don't have that anymore, do you?
Mm-mm.
You're fine. Okay, yeah.
I have the boots that allow me to striding and leaping.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So where are you trying to jump to?
Here.
Oh wow.
I can jump 3 times my normal jumping, but I can't jump more than my normal movement, which is 30 feet, and you can jump 10. So.
Okay. Sure. They will swipe. They'll swipe at you fairly ineffectually as you leave their space. So this one.
So basically, I took a 5-foot step and jumped.
Right, but you're jumping. I mean, physics-wise, you're jumping over their heads. They're just going to do this.
No. Oh,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I knew I was going to get a tactical opportunity.
Yeah. Actually, don't forget, as a bonus action, you can disengage, which is opportunity on you. So as a cunning action, Yeah,
I did. I actually disengaged. I said disengage.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, disengage is something you do as part of, essentially in addition to your movement, so you move without tax opportunity. So okay, cool. Yeah, then yeah, you land right next to Sora there, just kind of underneath the jaws, seeing the big old black tentacle-looking things out of its mouth there, just slipping its way across Sora's face, and you land right below it there.
All right,
looking
attack
up
as
at
I'm
this.
coming down from a landing.
Yeah, you can get one attack in because you just bonus action disengage. So yeah, you go ahead and attack.
So let's see if I can get it to attack.
Yeah, the attack seemed to be working. It was just the damage that wasn't working before. Nope, that's not.
I wonder if it's done. Let's go to the attack. See if that's working.
No, it's like you're clicking on the item rather than the actual like attack or damage buttons. It's weird. Something and when I click on it for you, because I'm on your character sheet right now, it works just fine when I click on it. So there's something wrong. Something didn't update on your end somewhere. I'll go ahead and roll it. So you're attacking with the songbird.
I got it.
Oh. Or you did the critical I just threw at you.
No, you got it. If If you rolled a critical, I'll keep it.
Yep. Okay. So there's the
See if it
damage.
does the damage. Oh, you do the damage? Okay.
Yep. So there's the damage, and then what was the sneak? Was it 76?
Yeah.
22 twice. 26. So it's 40, 48 and 59 damage. Thud. Okay. It definitely reels back from the shot there as you did a pretty solid hit to it there, just kind of gashing along the scales there above its head there, and then come landing down next to it there. Yeah, I'm not happy with you. It wasn't a huge. It looks fine. You didn't really draw much in the way of blood, but you definitely carved a gouge above his snout. Why am I not able to click on this guy? Oh, I know why.
Because you put them on the map layer.
Yeah, I have a token, and so far it's on GM layer that I'm tracking damage on right now.
Oh, nice.
He hasn't emerged yet, so the token isn't actually out yet.
I understand. Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay, that's it for Grim. Lucas.
Yeah, I think he's surrounded.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna disengage.
Good plan. And you are difficult terrain, so you only move 15. You have half move.
I've got freedom of movement.
Oil slippery. Yep. Go full move. Yep.
I'm moving to there.
And since I can't, okay. All right. Yep.
Bonus action, give Grimbar Bardic Inspiration.
Cool. Read that. Bardic Inspiration. Cool. Actually, you may want to change your mind a little bit here because I want to put it on the map here if you can see it. Just in case. Yeah. So basically, right about. Oops, that's not it. I want a freehand. Come on. Headline. There we go. Right about. Why is this drawing? What are you doing to me? The drawing tool's not working in Roll20. There it is. Okay. It's not proved, but right about there is where its front leg is. Emerging from the wall. So yeah, it's. So you may want to back up a little bit there because it could actually probably reach you. You see its front leg is coming down right about there. So if you want to shift to a different spot there, go right ahead. It wasn't visible before. But what?
Over there.
Okay. All right. So yeah. Okay. He's not happy. Actually, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sure. And we'll do. Yeah. Esk. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Sorry, yes.
Yes, and you have advantage. Don't forget. Oof. You feel yourself seize up as the hold person spell takes effect on you. Okay.
You are held. It's not
Yep.
good.
I am.
He's not a person. He's a puppy.
Okay. That's him. Sora, you're
Or,
up.
or should we say druggy for half dragon, half puppy? So we'll call him a druggy.
That works too.
He is the one chugging potions of vulnerability every fight. So
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Yeah.
Not
performance,
every fight, just every big fight.
performance enhancing drugs. There you go.
So I'm going to smack the dragon twice with
Okay.
Cloud Strike, and then on my bonus action, use the Crystal Guard to hit the big dude next to me.
That's a little more like. Okay.
That hit?
Dragon. 27 will hit.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Okay.
Crit.
It is.
With that,
Go.
I'm going to do, because it's a crit, I have to do third level spell
Sure.
of Divine Smite.
Okay, so it's going to be 16 in the first.
So it's normally 2d8. I'm casting it up to
Is that 19 plus whatever the smite is?
Do I do 4d8 for the smite?
Well, it's double the dice, whatever the.
Okay. Yep,
is.
I got you. There it is.
Cool.
And then my bonus action is, or bonus action, yeah, I guess it would be a bonus action, right, to hit the other guys.
Sure.
Ooh. Yeah,
Ooh,
those
that
are-
does not hit them.
Well, on you.
Sorry.
It's fine. It's all
First one's
good, that's
miss.
me. The important ones hit.
Yep.
Really
Okay.
good, actually.
Oh, Lucas, did you blink out last time? That is important.
No.
No. Okay,
Right.
cool. Yep. All right.
Why do you have to break out?
Blink out. It's cast blink on himself.
Hives.
He
We
does-
call them
he does himself.
hives. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, hives.
Mm-hmm.
Did it roll critical damage?
It rolled
On the-
88.
No, I rolled 8d8 for the smite,
was-
but my normal damage, it doesn't look like it rolled it.
Bludgeoning critical and radiant critical. Yeah, right there. It's,
Oh, it's underneath. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yep.
You rolled a 1 on the.
yeah,
the
and then a 3 on the bludgeoning. So
Mhm.
it wasn't great. It wasn't great rolls, but it definitely was the.
It was more than what I would have normally done.
Exactly. Okay. What are we doing here? Because this person hasn't been seen in a long time. Yeah.
I know him.
How is that?
Where do I know him from?
Technically her, but
Her.
just we'll make it easy. What's the range on that? Sorry.
We're talking about the purple
Um,
on the egg, the dino on the egg, right? Yeah.
Yep.
She looks familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. He sure does. Lucas, you have the best view in here, and this is coming to you. So, let's see, 120 feet, perfect. Yeah. Okay. So you will see a bunch of glowing missiles come flying at you as magic missile is cast in your direction. Nothing too severe, but she will also move a little bit closer as well. She doesn't have to technically, but she will anyway. She will move to there to kind of be in cover with this group here. So that's going to be, she is going to be doing 4 this time. So it's going to be 10, 14 force damage. Thuds into you. And you will see, you kind of glance in the direction there, and you see a green, not emerald, but green dragonkin.
It's that chick from way back when.
And there's she is the last time you saw her was in the maze garden at the
It's about to kill Amethyst.
at the Duchess's manor. She was with all the snake folks, including Akoa.
From the Yonti place?
Yep.
Yeah.
The original. Remember, she was the daughter of the Green Dragonkin you killed in the gnome village, and she hooked up with the dragon, the Yonti at the Duchess's place, and has been finding a way to get back at you ever since.
Killed her papa.
She's that insane.
And I said that was going to bite us in the butt if we didn't go after her.
Okay, so these guys here are going to move up to there. These guys here are going to move to there. These guys can't do much. 2, 3, and be looking up at Amethyst, but can't do anything. These guys can't get where they're going. These are just sort of muddled looking. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Man, you're very antagonistic today.
I'm not in a good mood, let me tell you.
I can tell.
You should just be glad all these are here and you're not getting it.
Listen, I'd almost rather you do it toward me than antagonize these people. Oh, man.
We're literally here to kill them. How much more antagonizing can we get?
Right? Exactly. We've killed everything that they've thrown out so far, and we're here to kill them. And you think they're going to go, oh, they're all right. Let's just, let's just...
kind of hoping.
We're here to kill them.
Literally cross into another realm of existence to murder these people.
Yeah, still kind of hoping we can take it back and just go back home.
Again, yeah. That was weird.
No sense, woman.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Good.
Yep.
So 19 does not hit you, right, Grim?
You're not here, Grimbar.
Grimbar?
Grimbar.
We can't hear Grimbar.
Okay. I'm wondering if it's come on.
Oh, I heard something then. Here you go.
Here.
19 does not hit.
There you go.
We need to make sure. Okay. I can't see Discord right now. It's still spinning, trying to reload, so I guess dumb. All right, Sora, you're gonna have these two attacking you with advantage. Oh no! Come on. Now roll 20 won't roll.
Here it goes.
There it is. Nope. 17 does not hit you.
Nope.
These two will also hit you because you're doing the most stuff right now, and miss you
Nope.
terribly. And Lucas, these guys can't reach you, so they're fine. Ask. They already have advantage on you.
I am a frozen.
Nothing really. But that means if they do hit you, it's an automatic crit, right? Because you are paralyzed.
Yes.
Do not hit you.
Does anybody know that he is frozen?
Well, Amethyst might. From
I think
Amethyst's point of
I
view, you can
would
tell
have
that.
seen it.
And then, I don't know. What's going on with my...
Are you getting a storm too?
Something's going on. I'm not sure. Yeah, 17 won't hit you either. So Like they're hitting you, but not with enough force to actually penetrate your scales and do any serious damage. While you can't move, they're just kind of clawing, skidding across your scaly hide.
Do you get a save against that at the top of your turn?
Yep.
Okay.
But then that's my whole turn.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that is them. The dragon. Well, this might be good time.
It's never a good time, James.
Well, let's see. Let me try to. Shoot, I can't see anything, so I can't see your faces at all. So, well, okay. So,
We're all looking at you.
effectively no, I can't tell because Discord is literally just giving me the spinning icon right now. I can't see anything on Discord.
Oh man.
So,
I think
Yeah.
you should stop giving him the
Like,
finger there,
I-
Grimbar. That's not very nice.
yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm sure. I'll go back and watch the video. Oh. The dragon essentially pulls itself out from the wall. Still keeping its head where you are and sort of looming up over top of you. This is gonna. I have to reconfigure some tokens to make this work for next time because we are almost out of time here. This is the perfect time for this. But you will see him finally pull himself out of the wall, and this is effectively what you're looking at.
Oof.
Multiple limbs, no wings, just a long, sinuous body, the tendrils in there. And what you can't see in this picture is behind the head, first of all, the eyes are black, but behind the head is that bulbous-looking, split open brain exposed along the top of the spine, just behind the head there. Roughly 140 feet long. This thing is, if you count it all the way around the side there. And so this is actually going to be essentially a head in one spot, a body in another spot, and a tail in the other spot. So you're going to see the length of its body here once I pull it out from the wall and set this thing up the way we need to.
I mean,
But it is
can
going to
see
hit.
that it goes from there right the way around to here. So
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, I want the token to do that because the token's going to have multiple spaces where it actually can hit you, essentially, depending where you're standing. But it will, from right here, loom up, and it's just going to go ahead and chomp down, just straight down. And so far, I mean, Sora, you've been hitting the hardest. So, but its jaws are big enough to kind of hit Sora and Grimbar together. It's just going to chomp down on the two of you because it's literally its head is 10 feet wide.
Chomp, buddy.
It's going to go chomp. So this will be attack on on each of you.
Yeah,
and
dodge. Let me see actions.
You can uncanny dodge with your reaction, but you can't dodge the attack. Period. So that's not how that works there. So.
No, I thought I could dodge, and it gives me like a +1 to my armor class or something.
You have to have done that your last round when it was your turn.
Yeah, you
to
have to
call
do it during your turn. You can say, I want to be dodging, and actually we actually give disadvantage on the attack, but you can still uncanny dodge if he does hit you and take half the damage, which may not be a bad way to go. So first off, let's go ahead and chomp down. We'll do Grimbar first. That's going to be a 24 to hit.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm going to uncanny dodge.
Yeah, let's see what the damage is here. So it's going to be, it was, 40, 10, 23 plus 8, 31 damage. So cut it to 15 by uncanny dodge. And then...
Did I just really do that? Yes, I did.
And then, actually, be a little bit more here. And 8 acid damage. So four of that. It counts together. So they only take 4 more from that.
So
Thora.
4 and
4 and 15, so 19 total. Okay. So Sora, jump on you. That's 17. 19 is not going to hit you. So you
No.
manage to, as the one side kind of chomps down on Grim, the other side can't quite chomp down far enough, and you sort of like duck out of the way as the jaws clamp down next to you. You kind of get your hammer up in place to kind of deflect the blow a little bit.
I saved
Um,
her.
No, I saw it
yeah.
coming.
Uh,
I seen what he did before. I know what how a mouth works.
And with that at the top of the order, we're going to call it there and continue this next time as we are in the middle of this massive fight here. With Sora, you are realizing more and more, seeing this form come out here. This looks an awful like an illustration of Smargard. The emerald aspect, the emerald avatar of Sardior, but corrupted by the grasping void.
Amazing.
We're fighting at God's avatar right now, everyone. So we're all on the same page.
Combined with an Elder Brain Dragon. So that's where we're going to be at next time with the continuing fight here. I hope you guys all had fun. I hope you guys out there watching enjoyed and had a chance to check us out later next week as we play again and continue the fight here, seeing how this all turns out. But as always, thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out with us, and come by the tankard. Drinks are on us. We'll see you again real soon. Have fun, everybody.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Jeff.